are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the ball, feel no winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the floor, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You're a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the game. In the mirror, what do you see? Out in the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back again to another edition of Sports Live, brought to you by Blueclouds Media. We are live on the show today. Yes, some interesting news, some breaking news, some few things we would like to talk about involving goalkeeper search of the hunt for a new goalkeeper at Chelsea Football Club. So wherever you are, do not forget Blueclouds Media. We are right here. We're gonna go through the next about an hour and a half of live streaming. As today's reports are coming in, Delap has completed his medicals. An announcement is yet to be made. Either it could be today or tomorrow. We might see Liam Delap in Chelsea jersey for the very, very first time. Probably photos or whatever. Maybe announcement can make, maybe the media work could be revealed a bit later. So 30 million deal as his contract is 2031. That will be the release clause. I mean, Chelsea have triggered the release clause, and 2031 will be when the contract, that's the length of his contract. And also we'll be talking about Matt Law put something up regarding Chelsea's interest in some other goalkeepers they might bring in. We want to know your thoughts on it. What goalkeeper do you have in mind that you want to see Chelsea bring to the football club? Let us know in the comment section below. Remember, your contribution is very, very valuable to us here on this platform, Blueclouds Media BCM Sports. We're very, very happy to have you on our show each and every day. And transfer window is open. There's a first transfer window that is open. It's going to be 2 transfer windows that will be open this season. One, and then it will be shut down. Next one also will be open, but the first one for the summer. So the first one is out, which Chelsea have been linked to numerous players. They've secured the striker, something that everyone has said against Chelsea. With spending over $1 billion, they never invest in a striker. Who knows why? Chelsea will be the only the only team that they will be the only people that know why. The sporting directors and the owners will know the reason why they didn't invest into a striker. But time, it's up. A striker is in. DJ is here with us. Stephen G is here with us. Ryan Taylor also is here with us here. So we're gonna go through the nitty-gritty of all the news. Also, don't forget we got Manchester United news on this platform. We'll talk about Cunha as Chelsea, as Manchester United have acquired for his signature. How good is he? Is he going to help Manchester United? Is he going to solve their problem? We'll talk about that also whilst we are live on the stream. So do not go anywhere. Your comments and everything is very, very, like we said, valuable, important to us on this platform. Make the point. Subscribe and like the stream if you haven't. See you on the other side in just a short seconds. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to your channel. Niece here, Stephen G is here, DJ's up, Tyler also languishing live down there, about to give us some news. DJ, we can hear you. If it's speaking, we can hear you. You're muted.
Yeah, no, bro. Sorry, I was just talking to my missus. She's just actually showing me something. Sorry. Big up.
Oh,
sorry.
So I thought you were talking to us. So I want to make sure that you cannot hear you. But anyway, let's welcome you guys onto the show. Let's welcome everyone to the show.
Oh yes. Let's do this, guys.
And then you two in the house. This also goes to you. You two in the house watching this live. Let me get to my comment section and see what we have there. Delap is in. Delap is in. I'm sure everyone's happy. Nehemiah, big up to you, Nehemiah. Nehemiah said Noni and Jackson might be finished from Nehemiah, and he come back again with another one. We want to keep Sancho apparently, but his wages is an issue. The only reason that Sancho can sign for Chelsea is when he reduces his wages. One, I'll tell you the reason why. I'll tell you this. Chelsea have made the way that you can get what you want if you merit it. That's how Chelsea want to do things. It will not just bringing you, giving you 300,000 or whatever a week. It's not going to happen. You have to prove on the pitch that you merit 250 or 200 a week from Chelsea. 150 will be what you can get. But show us, we've seen Jackson, we've seen Cole Palmer, and an wage increase as they put up the performance on the pitch. So Sancho, you're not better than anyone. And if Sancho does it, that should tell you the levels of how Chelsea have, the levels of between Chelsea and Manchester United. So
wow,
we'll get it going. And then this one is from my brother Chelsea perspective. I don't see my brother anymore. I can't really tell when he streams anymore. I can't really tell. And me too. Sometimes up and down on YouTube. But big up to you, Chelsea perspective. Thank you very much, my brother, for supporting the channel as usual every day. Thank you very much for all you've done from beginning of our friendship till now. Thank you very much. And I'll find some time. YouTube, it's a bit difficult for me this day to stay on this platform just to do streaming. But yeah, I'm gonna be quiet so we can get things going. Let me start from today. I'm gonna start from my man down there before I go to Steven and DJ, or DJ and Steven, whichever way. But I want to start from man down. He's very, very happy. He tuned in about 2 hours, even when I was not ready to go live. Trying to share this happiness. I'm ready to hear that joy from him. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yes.
Go ahead. Tell me.
Where are all the people who says no investment in strikers in our club? Where are they now? Come out hiding, because we have finally caught you with the lap. Yes, it may have been part of the squad, they've been relegated for the Prem, but guess what? Chelsea non-investment days of not getting a striker are finally over. So where are you guys? Where are you in this? Where are you in this equation? Because your voice doesn't matter anymore. Delap is coming to Chelsea.
Where are you?
Where are you?
Bro did what's her name? The
Norwich.
Norwich
Is it-
owner,
yeah,
Delia Smith. Let's
yeah.
be having
Where
you.
are you?
Let's be
Where are
having you.
you?
All right, let me hear from DJ. DJ, big news for you today. Are you happy?
Yes, I am very much so. First of all, big up to you, big up to Stephen, big up to Tyler, big up to everyone in the comments. As always, great being on your stream, mate. As always, as you guys know, it's 2 hours difference to me here, so it's like 8 o'clock here for me. I think it's 6 o'clock in the UK at the moment. So yeah, it's great. It's great news. Delap finally over the line. I think that's a great signing for us. Now we're running on to some other players that we're looking into. I'm sure we'll cover them later. But yeah, very happy about that news of Delap. I know there's been a lot of people coming out and saying, he's not that big name player that everyone thought it would be, like a Gyökeres or an Osimhen. But listen, he's done well in the Prem. He's got the goals in the Prem. He's played in the Prem. Yeah, Ipswich are relegated, but listen, it's a great signing for us, and I'm sure there's going to be many more coming in anyway. So yeah, but great for the start of our transfer business.
Thank you very much, DJ. We go to Stephen G. Stephen, are you in a happy mood today? Happy mood?
Yeah, bro, I'm happy, man. And look, there's people that are complaining about the lap, this, that, and the other, and but he got relegated and all this stuff. Yeah. Let me put it this way. Yeah. Who were his creators? Who created chances for him? Because they weren't creating a lot, that's for sure. And when you come to Chelsea, you've got someone like Cole Palmer, and we've seen how Enzo Fernandez has stepped up in the last 12 months after being injured, and how much he's been starting to create as well.
And Drinkwater's son.
Chances at Chelsea. So you can say, he got relegated. Yeah, but you can't pin it all on him. Like, what do you want the guy to do? He can only do so much. I'm trying to find the stat that I saw a minute ago. Well, just before we went live. I thought I sent it, but I didn't. But it was about chances created and stuff like that. But if I find it, then I'll pull it up.
All right. Whilst we're looking for that, let's see what Naomi has to say here. It says about why hasn't said hasn't said anything on Ekiteke. There is apparently he has agreed terms with us. That's from him. That's what he's saying. He doesn't want Gittins. Beanie Gittins. He doesn't really want him. But yeah, just like so, we're gonna look at Liam Delap. That's the most important thing that we're here. We're gonna look at his attribute, how he scored goals, and if you look, just like Stephen was saying, the creativity in the team is very, very high. Because if statistics will tell you, Chelsea has a very, very young team, and one of the teams that have created much goals that the goals have not been scored. Especially Jackson missing out on many goals. We saw our last game against Real Betis. That 1-1, I was like, what is wrong with these? What's his name? I don't know what name you call Jackson. I don't know how to describe him. But yeah, imagine we have a striker like Delap up there. Yeah. He will do it. We saw what he did at Stamford Bridge. So same counter-attacking football. Create that chance for him. Lock the ball long for him, and he finished those chances. We saw it. So
do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what? There's only one way to describe Jackson's form recently. A little bit of a flop, really, to be honest with you. I mean, if you look at it, yeah, maybe in part of some games and all of that. But if you look back at the games recently and all of that, his goal form has started to flop. And I think Liam Delap should put him to shame come the start of the Club World Cup. Oh. If he gets to the squad, that's the most important thing here. Yeah. But if he doesn't start for the Club World Cup, at least give some time before the pre-season and then the new Premier League season to try and put shame on Jackson and hopefully score in nearly 80-85% of all the games this season, next season coming up. I mean, Jackson's been very good for the club, don't get me wrong, but I think for games when he didn't score, I think his form has just switched off like that. So,
yeah, but very interesting. From Tyler, would you like to close your curtains a little bit so we can see your face? Yeah, do that. Leave a little gap in there that can bring the light in there. That should, yeah, it should be all right. So we can see you much better. All right, thank you very much. I think this is way better.
I'm just getting
Okay.
the exact part I want up, and then we're good. Here we go.
Yeah.
Got it.
You got it on the screen? Or you're not sharing
I'm
it?
about to share it in literally about 2 seconds. Here we go.
All right.
One.
All right. Whilst you're
two.
about to do that, let me say hi to Chelsea Ty, Chelsea section. Big up to you. I hope you are doing very, very well, Ty. And then also Nehemiah and Chelsea section. Ty says greetings to you, us, everyone here, and greetings to you too. Nehemiah says, Stephen, is it out true? Is it true? Have we agreed terms with Kiteke? There's been some conversation going on terms, yep, but it hasn't been made public yet. Jackson getting sold from Nehemiah. We haven't seen a link yet, but there's always a possibility. But I wouldn't sell Jackson right now. I wouldn't sell. So why not go for a proven player for once? What Kim? So this is what I'll tell you. From what I've read, some articles somewhere regarding why Chelsea did not go in for Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen insisting of about $250,000 a week, even more than that. So what about Victor Osimhen? Let me explain to you. Peter, big up to you, Peter. I hope you're doing very well. Peter, if it's the first time joining us, don't forget to subscribe and follow the Train As team going. The first transfer window has been open, and the second one will be open too. But we'll be here to close this for the second one to be open. And I will explain to you why the first one has been open and why it will be shut for another one to be open. 2 transfer window this summer. But the reason why, let me explain this. If Victor Osimhen is asking for more than 250, 300 a week, I'll explain it. The club doesn't want to bring in players to give them that high wages if they don't merit it. Manchester United have done that over the years, where they paid so much money for Schweinsteiger, for Di Maria, Radamel Falcao, so many players, Paul Pogba, and many of them, Jadon Sancho and Bruno Fernandes, and so many. They want high wages. But to be honest with you, how much did they put in terms of the work rate on the pitch? It never gone anywhere. So Chelsea are willing to give you 250, 300, but you have to make sure you put in the work on the pitch. Whilst they see the numbers changing on the pitch, like Cole Palmer, Nicholas Jackson put in that brilliant performance last season, he earned an increase of wages. His wages went up. So if the player is not willing to come and prove himself on the pitch, then you're not getting that. That is the reason why Chelsea are going for young players. If you look at the PSG team that just won the current Champions League, full of young players with a little experience. Now we got experience already. We don't need to go and bring in so many experienced players. We've got experience on the pitch. The midfield, the defense got experience in there. Don't look at the age, but look at the number of games they've played and where they've played, the competition they've played in. That sums it all. We don't want to give a player a 6-year contract or 8-year contract, and the player is going to be on high wages and doesn't put in the shift. That becomes a burden for the club. The player can even stay there for 8 years to run his contract down and still be making 350 a week or 300 a week without playing football. I mean, if you own a company and you have a player like that in that company, would you like it? You always want to ship him off, but you can't because you're giving him an 8-year contract and he's on high wages and he's not playing well. You can't sell him. But if you're on 150 and you're on 6 years, Chelsea can go around with it. Maybe 150 is not too much. It's not that hefty. But then Osimhen won 250, 300 a week, and maybe he's not playing well. The Spanish league, the Italian league, and then the Turkish league is not the Premier League. You can't compare that. There's no chance that he can come to the Premier League and hit the ground running. It's not that easy. So come and prove yourself at Chelsea if that's how you want. All right, I've talked enough.
I want to say on Victor Osimhen as well, if he asks for even more wages and all of that, if he doesn't put in the work, we pay him extra wages. He does get on work. He's not fighting for the badge. He should he should not play for this club at all. If you ask him for high rated, yes, his former flop here, he doesn't deserve to be a Chelsea player whatsoever, Peter. So you've got to take into the factors as well. But I think Liam Delap is going to be good. Let me tell you now, he's going to be well better than Nicholas Jackson. Let's be there here. Nicholas Jackson, watch out. Liam Delap will show you how to score those goals.
All right, Stephen, over to you. Take us through these statistics and chances created for these young chaps that Chelsea have brought in.
Yeah, so
big up to you, JC. Big up to you, JC. Go ahead, Stephen.
Also, I've got the Chelsea ones up on my laptop, and you can see that being shared now. On my phone, I'm going to get the Premier League chances created for Ipswich so that I can sort of do comparison, if that makes sense. So here you see the top 5 for Chelsea in terms of chances created in the Premier League, right?
Yeah.
Cole Palmer created 89 chances. Enzo created 79. This is from FootMob. I'm pretty sure they'll probably use someone like Opta or maybe the Premier League, give them data that we can't see. But I've seen other websites with the same numbers, so I'm going to run with it. So 89 chances created for Palmer. Enzo created 79. Pedro Neto created 47. Sancho created 38. Noni created 32. Caicedo created 30. Yeah? The reason I went down to even Caicedo at number 6 is because I'm now looking at Ipswich. I actually have their one up here as well, so I'm going to switch over to that tab for a second. So if we look at Ipswich, right, look at that. Their top creator is Davis with 61, who I think's a fullback. Next is former Chelsea player Amari Hutchinson with 31. That's a big drop-off. Even Caicedo, who was Chelsea's 6th highest creator of chances,
and he's
about the same as...
He's even the defensive midfielder.
Yeah. Chelsea's 7th player was Nicholas Jackson with 28. So Chelsea's 7th highest in terms of chances created was 28, which is what their 3rd player is, right? Their 4th is 24. Their 5th is Liam Delap himself created 21 chances. And then Julio Enciso, the former Brighton player, I don't know if he's there permanently or on loan, I'm not certain, but he created 18 chances. So you can see just from that alone, in terms of people want to blame Delap, yeah, but I'm sorry, like, the creation that he's getting isn't there. 61, then the drop-off is to 31 for a second, yeah? Just going back to the Chelsea one for a second, Chelsea don't get below 20 created until Cucurella, who hit 19 chances created. So even then, it's like you're basically on 20, and that's the 9th highest for Chelsea. But yeah, for me, I think what I do like is he's someone who you look at him and he'll put himself about a bit. He'll be a tormentor. We saw it with the game against Chelsea at Ipswich, where he would put himself about, cause the defence loads of issues. And obviously we know what happened in the end. But for me, it goes without saying, you look at how many more, I mean, just from each team's first highest creator in just the Premier League, I mean, the jump is 28 chances created more from Palmer over Davis, but Davis is a fullback. So the fact that their fullback was creating the most chances is insane to me. But, like I said, they're a team that got relegated, and fair enough, they should have got relegated. They were poor, yeah? But we've spoken about this before, where you've got that big gulf in quality between the newly promoted teams and the teams that are consistently in the Premier League, where it makes it so hard for them to stay up. I can't remember. I think it's 2 or 3 seasons now, I think, since one of the promoted teams stayed up. I think the last one was Forest.
Forest, yeah.
And they were close to getting relegated, if I remember rightly. But yeah, I mean, with the chances you're going to get created and the quality of chances as well, not just the number, the quality of chances you're going to get created for you at Chelsea, another level. Like the consistency and the level of quality of those chances, he should be banging a lot more goals. And it also, the key thing for me looking at this, right, is you look at these numbers and you're like, how did Jackson not finish more chances? I mean, we've seen some of the chances he's missed and they're awful, like absolutely awful. Then you add into the fact that Chelsea aren't just going for Delap, they're also going for Hugo Ekitike. They've been keeping tabs on Victor Gyökeres, among a couple other players as well. So Delap might not necessarily be the only striker that comes in. We might be getting Ekitike. That worries me because of the Bundesliga PTSD from all the forwards we've got from there the last few years. But hopefully this one will be different if he comes in. But I just wanted to point out, don't write Delap off yet, because he was in a poor Ipswich team that didn't create much for him. I mean, what was it? He was their fourth highest creator or something, third or fourth highest creator.
Which is it? 12. He's got 12 goals, right? Whole season.
Yeah, he got 12, but from
12
the
goals,
the quality of chances they created, he done fairly well to do that, to be honest. And I think there was only 2 penalties in that as well. So if you don't include penalties, then he scored 10 goals in the Prem.
Thank you very much, Stephen G.
One last time, just to home this point, because it is a big point people are making about, but he was with Ipswich. Yeah, I just want to hammer home this point one more time before we move on. He will not have had, and we know he does not have at Ipswich, the level of quality behind him, the level of creativity, and the amount of creativity in terms of the number of chances and big chances, etc., that he will have at Chelsea. He has Cole Palmer at Chelsea, who we've seen what he can do, yeah? If Delap can put himself in the right position, which is one of the criticisms I think we've all had of Jackson at times, where he doesn't really attack the box all the time and you just need someone to be there on the end of it, and that should be your striker. He's not there. If Delap can get himself in that area, he's smashing goals in for fun at Chelsea next season. If Ekitike comes in and he's getting in the right position, banging goals in for fun. Also, I think there was a comment about Jackson getting sold. That is not a guarantee. It's a possibility. It's not a guarantee, even if we bring in another striker. Chelsea might sell him, but it's also possible they try him on left wing. That's what I've heard.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Stephen G. That's Stephen for you. And big up to you, JC. JC said Benfica trying to sign Joao Felix on loan before the club World Cup. I think it's been reported by Jacob Stanberg. And also one from Ishan. Ishan, big up to you, Ishan. It's been ages. Ishan, message me if you get a chance. Shoot me a message on X. If you can find me right there on X, shoot me a message. Yes, DM me right there. We can talk. Sean said, my brother Nee, big up to you, big up to yourself. But I hope you're doing well. Big up to everyone joining us on YouTube and on X at the same time. Big up to everyone. Thank you very much. Your time is very, very, very important to us over here on this platform. I want you to get engaged. We will talk about. We're still discussing the Ipswich Chelsea young player that they've signed. The medicals are done. We're waiting for the announcement. It could take place today or tomorrow, depending on how things are going. I don't think it will, because it's getting late in the UK. But tomorrow, maybe they might come with the media work with him in photos with him in Chelsea jersey and all that kind of stuff. Maybe we might see that tomorrow. But also we'll be discussing some few other issues regarding Chelsea hunting for a top goalkeeper. And I know you guys have questions regards to that one, also related to one of their goalkeepers on loan to Strasbourg, which is Petrovic, right? Petrovic. Yeah. If they can call him back, even when they come back, we want another top goalkeeper for them to compete. We've seen what we can get from Jorgensen. We've seen what Sanchez can provide. We want to see high competition. Goalkeeper that is good. I don't care about whether he can play with his legs or not. A goalkeeper that can prevent the ball from going to the back of the net. That's what I want.
You can teach passing. You can't necessarily teach shot stopping. If they're bad at shot stopping, you're in trouble. If they're bad at passing, you can always work on that.
Okay. All right. So let's go to DJ. DJ, what do you want to add to these news here regarding Chelsea's striker before we move on to the goalkeeping department? What's your take on it, DJ?
Yeah, listen, first of all, as I said, big up to you again, Tony. As you were saying before, Delap, yeah, I said it's a great signing for us. I think what Stephen's covered as well in there is 100% right. I mean, obviously, when at Ipswich, he had no one to, no one to get the ball to him for him to put those finishes away sometimes. But at Chelsea, as Stephen is pointing out rightly, you've got the likes of obviously Cole Palmer, Enzo Fernandez, who can provide that kind of ball for him, Pedro Neto as well. They can all give those kind of balls to him to finish. So, and the thing I like about him as well is he's a guy who doesn't think twice. If he's got an opportunity to shoot, he'll just shoot. Not like Jackson, who scallies and goes from one side. Shall I shoot there? Shall I shoot it there? Shall I go down there? Shall I go? No, this guy's just going to hit it if he's in the right position to score. And that's the one thing I think that will be the difference between him and Jackson in terms of goals next season. You'll actually see this guy attempting shots on goal, and whether they go in or not, it doesn't really matter. But 9 out of 10 times they're going to hit the back of the net. Let's be real here, right? So that is why I feel he's a definite upgrade on Jackson for sure, right? For me, all right. But I'm going to be a bit of a, what do you call it, on uni. I know you were covering Osterman earlier on, and I thought you were being a bit harsh on him. Okay, all those chances Jackson was missing last season, Osman puts away with his eyes closed. Simple as that. Yeah, so when you say, is he worth that money coming to Chelsea? Yes, he's worth that money, I think, because he's an excellent striker for me. All right, I think he puts those chances away, not like Jackson. So in terms of him saying he needs to come and prove himself, he doesn't need to prove himself. The guy, I think, has proved it in Serie A, how many goals the guy can score. And people going about saying, oh, well, it's the Italian league. Well, who thought that about Diego Costa when we signed him from the Spanish league? The guy came and banged, didn't he? At Chelsea.
He did.
So this is what I'm trying to say. You can't say the same thing about Osman. For me, you can say the same thing about Osman, right? This guy will come and bang. He knows where the back of the net is, and he'll finish his chances off. Simple as that.
DJ,
9 out of 10 times, those chances that Jackson missed last season, I think all of us can agree on this panel, Osman puts them away. 100% he puts them away. I think we can agree on that. Even Gyökeres puts those chances away. Gyökeres puts those chances away. So in that kind of way, I think you're being a bit harsh in that way. When you say, oh, is he worth that? Is he worth that? I get it can cause a bit of an issue with the other players in the team. That's the only reason why I'd say that's why we're not getting him, because I think it's going to cause an issue with the other players in the team as well in terms of the wages. But I think for me, I think he'll finish those chances off that Jackson can't do. But as I said, it's not going to happen there because we're not going to sign him anyway. So I think we'll put that one out there. That's all.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is, DJ, I'm not saying that he's not really worth that money. I'm not saying that. We brought in Andriy Shevchenko from AC Milan at that time when he was on top of his game. He was one of the top strikers in the world at that time. Chelsea brought him to the football club, and we saw what happened. He did not live up to expectation, but he was on high wages, isn't it? Nicholas Jackson, nobody cares about Nicholas Jackson that much because Chelsea only spent, I think, 35 million on him. We don't really cry that much. No one's made a headline and put up a headline and says 80 million flop or 70 million flop or 90 million flop. Nobody says that. But what they say is Jackson good enough? Is he the only one Chelsea is going to rely on? So it doesn't hurt Chelsea fans because we did not pay over the odds on Jackson. So imagine if we bring this player in who has never played in the Premier League before, and he's on high wages of 300 to 350 a week, and ended up not scoring that much for Chelsea. What would you say? 80 million flop, 70 million flop, or 105 or 50 million at that time when 2 seasons ago when Chelsea won Osimhen. That would be the headline.
How old was Shevchenko when we signed him, Lee?
What was that, Steven? And DJ.
How old was Shevchenko when we signed him, and how old is Victor Osimhen?
Shevchenko was more matured, I'm sure. Was probably
he was late 28, 29 when we signed him. Yeah. Jackson's younger. Sorry, not Jackson, sorry. Osimhen's younger.
27. Osimhen is 26, right? 26, right?
26, he'll be 26 soon. Yeah, he's 25 now. He'll be 26 soon,
yeah.
Right?
So it's not far off. It's not far off.
But for me, I think when I look at Osimhen, right? Yeah, I look at Didier Drogba. Because I think his finishing, his touch.
No. DJ, do not do that. Do not do that comparison.
Even Samuel Eto'o, bro. He was old and he came and done it, didn't he? in the Prem, didn't he? For us,
You can't you can't compare those that player to any of those two players you just mentioned your name.
But I'm just saying, Samuel Eto'o and Didier Drogba. Okay, for me, when people were doubting these two players when they came to Chelsea, let's be real here, they shut everybody up. Okay, Drogba didn't have a great season in his first season, even though Jackson actually scored more goals in his first season at Chelsea than Didier Drogba did. But then we saw how Drogba kicked off from there. Yeah. So for me, I think Osman comes in. I just think he's, as I said, he's what I call a warrior. This guy is on you. If the ball comes to him, he'll know where the back of the net is. The guy finishes. I don't think he'll flop at Chelsea at all if he was to come in. But listen, there's no point even talking about him, bro, because it's not going to happen, right? But I think he's a better striker than Jackson any day of the week. All right. He's better than Shevchenko for me. All right. I think people are being a bit, what do you call it, on him because of his wages and what he's asking for, because he's come from Napoli, he's gone on loan to Galatasaray, he smashed it up down there, by the way. You know, they don't want to see him leave at Galatasaray. They want him to sign up at Galatasaray, but it's not going to happen. He's more than likely going to end up in Saudi anyway. Let's be real here, right? All I'm basically saying is I think you were being a little bit harsh on him. That's all I'm basically saying. Everyone's got their own views and opinions. I've just personally got mine on him. I think you're being a little bit harsh on him. That's all I'm basically saying.
All right, thank you very much. So there's been some news over here from Ben Jacob regarding the Chelsea sale. As he's been here, statement from Chancellor Rachel Reeves. Is it Rachel or Rahel Reeves? Sometimes it goes Rachel or Rahel Reeves. And Foreign Secretary David Lammy confirmed government may go to court to release Clearlake Bowley's Chelsea's sale found. The government is determined to see the process. They proceed from the sale of Chelsea Football Club reach humiliation courses in Ukraine following Russia's illegal full sale invasion. We Stephen G.
Sorry, I'm lost on this. What's this all about?
Are you seriously
having
a laugh? Seriously, Reeves? Oh, can't wait to see you get smashed in Parliament on Wednesday with the Prime Minister alongside you.
They're talking about releasing Bowley Clearlake's Chelsea sale found.
About releasing it. I'm
the
sorry.
money.
What's going on? What's going on?
It looks like the money held up from the sale
funds that Conservatives kept for years and years and didn't release.
Is this their money or Abramovich's money?
No, the Abramovich one.
The Abramovich's money.
Right. So what they're saying, they're gonna bring it. They're gonna sort it out now.
They're gonna release the money.
It looks like it might even have to go to court. But just quickly going away from that for a second.
Okay.
There's also been this one that's just come out as well.
Ty, I don't know what Ty is saying. Ty said Delap will struggle if we don't improve those creative limitations. I don't know why we don't have creative limitation, Ty. Jason said I think the issue is that the club have pay structure and cannot break it for one player. If you break it, others will demand exception. If Palmer and Reece James have bonus system wages, Osime has to. All right. We don't have a creative limitation. Just like I said, if they have bonus, if they have a chance of increasing their wages, then Osman has to go improve on the page, get the numbers up, and you get increase in wages. So if Ty, if you listen earlier on to for what Stephen just gave up, provided numbers are just astronomical. Big numbers here being created by Palmer, Jackson, Enzo Fernandez, even Caicedo created 30 chances. Caicedo created 30 chances has been reported. 32 for others, 47, 38, and 79. Palmer 89 chances created. 89 chances created. So all these numbers.
Premier League alone, by the way, that's not even all competitions.
Yeah. So this Premier League alone, there's no, would I say Carabao Cup or FA Cup chances created? It's not part of it. So if these players are giving you these numbers, how do we have a chance creation limitation? I don't think so, Ty.
We definitely.
But yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, GC, for that.
This one just came out as limitation. Well, I'm sharing now.
Okay.
Just saying that it's crucial hours on Jadon Sancho. A decision's expected imminently, and that's coming from Fabrizio Romano.
If it's crucial hours on Jadon Sancho, where do you think it's leading to? Is it signing? Is it dropping down his wages and then getting a new deal?
I'm not certain it is. I don't know if he's going to drop his wages, and I personally don't want us to sign him. I want us to send him back. Yeah. But from the player's perspective, rather than from Chelsea perspective and a Chelsea fan perspective, I'd want us to send him back, personally. I don't think he's been consistent enough. From a player's point of view, you've got a potential out of Man United in your hands. Just drop your wages, except that you'd be on a system where there's incentives and sign the contract. That's the way I look at it from both sides. The fans, the club side of it, and then Sancho, all three sides. Club and mine as a fan side, I don't think we should. I'm not speaking for all fans. I'm just saying my personal perspective is we shouldn't do it. I don't think he's been consistent enough for the duration he's been at the club. But from the players' side of you, you've got an out here. Just take what we offer as Chelsea Football Club and come join us so you get out of Man United. Otherwise, who knows? Because if your demands are that high, who's going to really accept put in a transfer offer in, please?
You know what?
Yeah, go ahead, Tyler.
Do you know what? We don't know the decision as well, but I think you can tell by the goal score. Oh, thank you. By the goal scoring records. Get ready, because I think Jadon Sancho could be heading back to Manchester United with £5 million compensation, but you better watch out, because when the news is confirmed, we will have it in. As soon as news is confirmed, it says imminently, which means very shortly we're going to have news on Jadon Sancho, because I think, in my opinion, I think this could be the end of the chapter for him.
Okay, DJ, I'm sure you guys are watching some of the comments from our dear listeners and viewers in the chat. Ty also, more from Ty says that there's a difference between lack of creativity and creative limitation. All right, and I don't want to butcher up my friend over here's name. First time seeing him on the show today. If it's the first time joining us, don't forget to be part of our growing community. He said, I want to try and mention his name. God help me. Please don't get offended if I don't pronounce it right, but I go with the first one. Is he Gugu Latu? I'm sure I did not get it right, but please forgive me if I butchered your name. I'm trying as much as I can to read it out loud. They say, sell Madueke, Jackson, Modric, and keep Neto, Estavio, and Sancho from our good friend over here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Blueclouds Media needs Stephen G. And Ryan's here with the legend himself, DJ Sal, over here with us.
Smash that like button.
All right, Chelsea. Ty said, "I don't say lack of creativity." All right, I say swap Madueke for kudos. Madueke for kudos right now. I think you're gonna end up paying so much money for kudos. From my friend, he says swap Madueke for kudos. Will you guys do that? Any reaction in the comments, DJ Steven and Ryan?
And no comment.
Will you swap Madueke for kudos?
Oh, that question. We just have to wait and see. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, would you try that?
I was muted, but I'm definitely not doing that.
Not doing that. Actually, just be there.
Okay, DJ.
Yeah, bro. Interesting one. I do rate Kudos. I think he's an excellent player. I think we were linked with him 2 seasons ago before he went to West Ham. And I wanted him back then. But listen, I don't know. It's a tough one to answer. I mean, they both had good. I mean, I don't know. Maybe probably at this moment in time, because I think we're going to be selling. We're going to be using money to sell Madueke. So I probably say at this moment in time, probably no on that one. Probably just said just one thing, Nee, before we go on about that. No, I realised about that Ukraine thing. You do realise why all this information is coming out now, don't you? Because Roman's book's being released in the next couple of days. So why am I not surprised that this has actually been mentioned in the comments? Or why Ben Jacobs not mentioned something like this?
Oh,
To
DJ,
be
when you
fair, though, at the same time as that, this all started because of the Conservatives.
Yeah, it had.
Because they're the ones that kept it for, what, 2-3 years?
Yeah. But it's strange. Do you not find that strange, though, Stephen, that the fact that the Roman's
The
book's coming out
timing
in the next
is-
couple of days?
The timing is incredibly, how can I put this? Convenient, shall we say?
Yep. Yeah.
Let's put it that way to avoid.
I've
saying
ordered that. You know,
anything else.
I've ordered that book, by the way. Mine should actually be home by the time I get back to the UK. So I want to see what I'm really interested to see what that book's going to be saying. But yeah, let's see. It's just interesting. It's come out.
Looks like people are very, very interested in this deal. David here. David, big up to you, David. David, first time seeing him on the show today. He says, yes, Kudus over Madueke all day. I know Kudus is a talent, bro. Kudus is a talent. He's a player. He's a beast. But Madueke, man, I don't know. It's very difficult to do that deal. Madueke is a bit inconsistent, but I don't know. It's
Also,
very
it
difficult.
depends on wages. Like, what's Nonny on Wood West Ham pay?
He said, Ty said Kudus would flop. I don't know why you think he will flop. I don't think Kudus will flop. If you watch the World Cup, when Kudus carried the whole Ghana national team on his shoulders, and we've seen him done it for West Ham many times. We've seen him done it. One of the most brilliant players in the West Ham team, even in the Premier League, with some of the classic goals he scored. So I don't think he's going to score. Kudus, I don't think so. Maybe I haven't seen more from Kudus. That's why you say he's gonna flop. He's creative. He doesn't stand there and wait. He creates. He dribbles. He scores beautiful goals. He's called worthy of goals, not just goals. He's called worthy. He has the power shots in his thighs and those legs over there. So Kudus, he will never flop at Chelsea. He will never. Fab is live right now, Nehemiah. I don't care about Fabrizio Romano. Nehemiah.
He's only just gone live. He went live after wherever that news about Sancho came from.
Nehemiah, I don't care about Fabrizio Romano. I care about myself.
If there's anything related to Chelsea, all the big aggregator Chelsea accounts would post it, so we'd get it and bring it to you on stream.
Yeah, my brother here, I think, I'll go by Google. He said West Ham have a terrible manager, and every West Ham player has been trashed since Moses left. People forget Kudus is a good goal scorer and scored great goals, can dribble, create better than Neto or Madueke, which I do agree with you 100%.
This was also the first season where Neto's had basically 0 injuries as well, by the way, in a long time. I think he only missed 2 or 3 games. That's incredible for someone with his injury record. But yeah, just quickly, because one of my friends has messaged me about something Romano said on his stream. So apparently, Binoy Gittins is high on our list of wingers. Nico Williams is the dream target, but he's seen as being very expensive. I presume by very expensive, he means more so wages, because I think he's already on 300 grand a week.
And he would not take a pay cut. He wouldn't take a pay cut.
If I was on 300 grand a week for Bilbao, I'd stay. As much as I'd want to win trophies, I'll go, you know what, I'll end my contract, which I don't know how long it's got. Maybe it's got 2 years left. And then I'll go to a club where I can win. Because at that point, he's still young. Plus, at the same time, right? I'd want assurances that I'm going to play as well, because it being coming up to a World Cup as well. I'm not saying Chelsea can't give him that. Chelsea can. But the wages already being like 300 grand a week is ridiculous. But that's because of, I think Bilbao's Basque-only players, isn't it? So they have to give them ridiculously high wages to try and convince them to stay, pretty much.
And just one other thing right here. If we were to if we were to go and get, say we go and get Gittins, right? Or sorry, no, say we go and how is Itakite going to fit in this team, by the way? Because we're going to get him as well. And you're looking at maybe possibly keeping Jackson, right? What's going on with the other? What's going to happen with Ikakite, Jackson, and William and Gittins, man, in that team? That's going to be a bit of a big problem, isn't it? Do you not think? That's why I don't think we're going to get.
Yeah.
I think we're either going to get Gittins or we're going to get Ikakite. I think.
It
I don't know what your
depends
thoughts are.
because XTK's played on the wing and as a striker, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. Like Jackson. Well, Jackson comes more on the white side. Yeah.
Gittins, I'm just checking something.
The other-
Gittins has played, to what I can see, has played left wing and number 10.
Yeah.
Left wing, and we got
Unless
many.
unless you go. I'm not saying this will happen. I'm just putting a suggestion out there. If we do go Delap, Gittins, and Ekatike,
Yeah.
do you trial Gittins at 10, even though it's not his main position? Put Ekatike on the left and Delap up top with Palmer on the right.
That could be an option.
What about what about
Or
Stavia
do you
Williams?
try and get one of Ekatike or Gittins to play right wing and keep Palmer.
What about Estavia Williams? Because he's not going to be on the bench for long, even though he's going to start from the bench.
What we do now, Nee.
Yeah, I'm saying when he comes in, he's not going to be on the bench for that long because he's also good in the 10 and then on the right hand side at the same time.
It depends who we bring in. If we bring in, I'm not saying Gittins is that top player, but say Chelsea do go for a top player, or say they go Rodgers and get like a top left winger, right? You've got to fit Palmer in somewhere. So at that point, it becomes hard for Esteban.
Absolutely, yeah.
For me, I do want Rodgers. 100% want Rodgers. I'd get Rodgers and put Palmer on the right wing. Personally.
You mean ahead of instead of Gittins and Ikakite?
I wouldn't mind Ekajike. Ekajike, you know he's not my main option, but my view now is it don't look like we're getting Gekaresh because his agent is demanding high wages and it'd be a ridiculously high agent fee. Yeah,
I saw that.
So for me, looking at it, I'd go try and convince Villa to sell you Rodgers. You could get Ekatike if you want. For me, I look at it, I go, I don't really want Ekatike, but he's better than some of the other options there, so I'd kind of accept it. Plus, the only thing for me that's really irritated me with it as well, though, is the fee is mad. They want like 100 million.
€100 million.
There's talk that Chelsea could get him for about 65 plus add-ons.
Yeah, there's talk. I saw that. Or a player exchange, or throw some plays in that deal.
Hey, chuck him in Kunku, man.
You know what?
I didn't say that one.
I'm slightly annoyed Fabrizio never mentioned the Sancho situation because we were expecting news imminently. We were expecting the news, but
is he still live?
He's not live anymore. Let's be fair.
I'll be honest with you guys. I don't see Sancho dropping his wages. I really don't. He's on what? What's he on? 250,000 a week at Manchester United.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think 250.
So they're basically.
By the way, just quickly, sorry to cut you off. On Jamie Binoy Gittins, Romano did say there's a Manchester City academy feeling behind the Gittins to Chelsea deal. Joe Shields is a crucial part of this move.
There you go.
Do you know what makes me laugh? Everyone goes and slanders it, yeah? As soon as this Joe Shields like, okay, it's fine. But the funny thing is, I've seen people going, oh, he only gets people from City, yeah? He scouted Romeo Lavia for Man City. So he don't get them because they're from Man City. He actually initially scouted him for City. Then took him to Southampton with him. And then he came here 6 months after that. And then 6 months later, Lavia followed. So it's not, I'm just going to get all the City kids. Like, he knows them and it helps. For example, right, just going off topic slightly, you see it a lot when either managers within football or staffs within American football or basketball and stuff like that, they go to new teams, and they'll go, I want this guy. And it's someone or a few players from their former team because they know how to work with that player. They know that the player can work with what they want to do. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like Joe Shields originally scouted Lavia to get him to City. So he knew him from early.
Smash the like button.
He then took him to Southampton. He's then come here and he's followed, right? He's got Delap.
Yeah.
Sancho on loan. Let's see what happens with that in the next couple of days. Yeah. Potentially Gittins. Potentially we're looking at Rodgers if Villa need to sell for FFP. They do need to sell, but it's how desperate do they get with who they need to sell, basically. Delap, Rodgers, Palmer, Lavia.
Manchester City
Tosin.
connection,
Don't
yeah.
forget Tosin.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Manchester City
Chelsea
connection,
City
bro.
Academy.
Oh, man.
Manchester. I mean, I like what Joe should have done so far with being working with Man City, bringing those young players, because he knows he's scouted good players. If you look at the image that you put up earlier on, I made the I made a scouting chain, Joe Shield in the middle with all the players that he scouted.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I think you've seen it. I did it. I showed that a while ago, one of our streams that we did, where all the players that he brought, I think Tosin was one of them. Tosin Dario. It's also one. Jadon Sancho, Benny Gittins. Those that are at Chelsea right now, which Sancho is also part of them. But I think the man has done a very, very good job.
It is
He's
very
done very good. Yeah, it is.
I think
But
And,
if you know someone, you're going to want to go for them because you know their profile, you know their abilities, you know the strengths, you know the weaknesses. So you can work around it.
Yeah.
Like,
what do you want to
Maresca
say?
was also at City and the City Academy as well. Like, he was City Academy coach before he was Man City assistant coach. So he
Right.
knows a lot of these guys as well. So him and Shields know what to, like, how to work around these players. What are their strengths? Do they fit? Do they not? And stuff like that.
Exactly. Guys, we're still up here. We're live on two platforms at the same time. We're streaming live to X and YouTube. My name is Zion with my man down here, legend himself, DJ Sav, with Ryan. Ryan here is a Chelsea fan, also on the button underneath Stephen G, co-host. We're going through the news. Chelsea bringing in a young Liam Delap from Ipswich. Ipswich has been relegated to the Championship, so now there's a possibility. I wouldn't say possibility. The release clause on him, which is 30 million on him, Chelsea have triggered that release clause, and it looks like paperwork, physical, everything is done. We're waiting for the announcement.
We're waiting on.
Waiting for the announcement right now, and also we're also going to discuss goalkeeping hunt. Chelsea are hunting for a good goalkeeper. A list of goalkeeper names has been put up on our stream, which we will talk about it as time goes on. If you're wondering who are these players, names like James Trafford from Burnley and Lucas Chavala. I'm sure Chavala also from Leah. Mike Manoa, also from AC Milan. I think Marcin Bolka. Marcin Bolka
as well.
Yeah, Marcin Bolka, who used to be from the Chelsea Academy. I remember I saw him during one of Chelsea's Chelsea preseason tour. Then Emi Martinez from Villa. Then Diego Costa from FC Porto. What were you saying, Ryan? What were you saying? Diogo.
We got big news coming out of Germany. Kingsley Coman is expected to leave FC Bayern this summer, with several clubs keen on the French winner. Barcelona were interested last summer, as Vic knows Coman well. Rashford, Luis Diaz remains on their shortlist now. More clubs from Premier League and Saudi now informed. Bring you the breaking news, people. Coming into us for Fabrizio from Germany. Kingsley Coman is expected to leave FC Bayern this summer, with several clubs keen on the French winger.
Thank you very much. That's from Ryan. Go ahead, DJ.
Two other things for you guys.
DJ, hold on, DJ. Hold on. Your microphone, something is affecting your sound. It's anytime you speak this
connection because he's
it sounds like when you start speaking.
Is that better now?
No. Very bad.
Let me go and come again.
Okay. All right, DJ.
There you go.
Thank you very much, DJ. I'm going to share this on the screen here in a second. But let me go through the comments. Guys, keep your comments coming. Keep your comments coming. Also, don't forget the best way to get our platform or channels to everywhere. It's just by subscribing, also liking the video. Like it if you haven't done that. Smash that like button on it. Absolutely do that. Our Chelsea section Ty said what cup means horse dog. Think about how many players deliver for country and doesn't do it for club. From Ty. Thank you very much, Ty, for your comment. David Felix said that don't you all watch Kudos games against Chelsea this season? He is one of the two West Ham danger man. Strong pace, dribble, create chances, but I think Chelsea won't go for him. They want Kate from my friend David. Thank you very much, Davido, for your comment. JC said, would anyone have accept a pay drop of £6 million for coming year? Sancho want as well. That's from JC. JC said Chelsea try to sign him. David, kudos. Okay. That's from a reply from David. Man like Gunaman in the building. Yes, Saski man. Saski man in the building. Big up to you, man. Mas from the Mas Sports World. He said, "Yup, DJ 10 down Chelsea and Hammers and Spurs also. Canadian Guna is I think Iceman is Iceman. Okay, chilling in the Caribbean waiting." All right. More from Gunaman says, so Chelsea getting Delap maybe expensive. Nice William in right away for the World Cup. Big prize money. Tony. All right, thank you very much, Mas, for your wonderful comment. He supports this platform. He's a big Arsenal fan. He's a Guna here. So get them over the line whom, right? David said, get Elsime and challenge for every title next season or buy Kate strikers and dream of top 4 next season, period. From David. Pick up to you, David. All right, Nick Williams to Chelsea. NGO. What's that one? What's NGO? NGO, what's NGO? Is it Nick Williams to Chelsea? Is it or not? Is it not? No, I don't know. I'm trying to understand the
no, he's corrected himself and put no instead of NJO. It's no.
Oh, okay. He said no. Okay, I got this. So June 2nd and have until the 10th Chelsea World Cup begins 14th. All right. From me, thank you very much, Mas from the Mad Sports World. Guys, you can subscribe to his platform. You enjoy it. He does all kind. He's just a sportsman. You'll love him when you subscribe to his platform. Yeah. When you see his name over there, the 3 dots will take you right to his platform, his channel. And just like it. It won't hurt if you do that. I mean, I'm subscribed to Arsenal fans channel platforms and stuff like that. It doesn't all I want is to be knowledgeable, pick up some information from there, what the way they think about football club, with Chelsea or even sports in general, football in general. So it won't hurt if you do that. David said that thanks Saski, first time here. I'm part of the family now. I feel very, very welcome. Absolutely feel very, very welcome here. We understand each and everyone's opinion. Everyone has to have an opinion. We have to respect that. No discrimination, no disrespect to this platform. Our man over there, Saski man himself, he's not a Chelsea fan. No, he is an Arsenal fan, but he loves football and sports in general. So always here supporting this platform. So it's a World Cup, more from him. But Stephen, let me put this on the screen and I'll come back to the comment here in a second. We got to keep the stream running. Let me see what you have here. Okay. Go for it, Stephen.
Yeah, so this is coming out of Romano's stream, saying that Chelsea have had discussions around Gittins. They believe he could be a smart investment at a good price. There's also the ex-Man City factor, which we just touched on as well a few moments ago, with the likes of Lavia, Palmer, Delap, and Joe Shields, who's now very important in deciding targets. So what this says to me, forget the bit about Gittins for a second, right? The bit I want to focus on now, because I hadn't fully proofread this before I showed it, but I knew what it was about, yeah? This bit here that I'm highlighting now is the big thing for me. Joe Shields, who is now very important in deciding targets. That says it all to me. That says it all. Joe Shields has an increased role
Yeah.
in deciding who we sign because he's brought in players like Lavia, who we've seen what Lavia can do when he's fit. We just need him to stay fit. We've seen what Cole Palmer can do, right? We've seen what Tosin can do at times as well, right? I actually like Tosin, you know this. So it's almost like what he's saying is he had some say before, but now the people he's said about Palmer, Lavia, Tosin when they're fit, they're pretty consistent, I'd say, right? Especially Palmer, of course, and Lavia. That he's earned even more trust in the sense that he now has an even bigger say in targets, and that his knowledge has been sort of, how can I word this? Basically, they didn't, what's it called? They didn't disrespect him before by giving him a lesser role. He's not one of the sporting directors. So he would have had some level of input because he's part of the recruitment team, right? But now it's like, I don't know if this is how it's worked. I'm just assuming based on roughly how the recruitment tree is and stuff like that, right?
Yes,
it seems like because of the targets he's recommended have hit, right? They've been good. So far, to my knowledge, I can't think of a target that we've got that has had Joe Shields mentioned in being like the guy that's identified them and stuff like that, that has missed so far. I can't think of one. So it sounds like there's increased trust, so they're letting him have increased say on who our targets should be. That's what it sounds like to me.
I mean, we can see the players coming in that this is not going to be any other player that we had from the underground, or we had from South America, Asia, anywhere that we're bringing in. These are proven players. These are players that he knows, we've worked with before. Those are the players that we can see that he's pushing for them to join the team. Let's hear from DJ. DJ was speaking, but his microphone wasn't clear.
I just want to quickly check something.
Yeah.
It's about, right, who's this then? Portuguese midfielder. There's something on the Chelsea website about Portuguese midfielder.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm checking it now. Couldn't find it on the website. So, it's about Dario Osego saying his signing is now confirmed.
Osego. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The guy from FC Porto.
Midfielder from Sporting, because he was on loan.
Sporting, yeah.
He was on loan in Spain. I forgot which team now. But the club have put up a thing saying that that's now official.
Great.
So
big up to you.
Just quickly, it just simply says that Chelsea's pleased to confirm signing a Dario Osego from Sporting CP. Midfielder spent last season on loan in La Liga with Las Palmas, is a Portugal under-21 international. His contract is until 2033. So his contract is 8 years.
Oh!
He began his career in Sporting Academy, became the youngest ever player to feature for Sporting when he made his senior debut, aged 16 years old and 6 days against Vitória de Guimarães, who were, I think that was the team that were in the Conference League, weren't they? Vitória.
Yeah, they were. They were.
Oh my goodness!
Later that year, he then broke Luis Figo's record as the youngest starter for Sporting, aged 16 years, 11 months and 17 days. Having gained further experience with Sporting B and featuring on 23 occasions for the club's first team, Osego spent the second half of the 23-24 campaign on loan at, is it Chavez? Is that how you say it?
Chavez.
Chavez.
Yeah.
For whom he made 14 appearances. 2 further outings for Sporting followed at the start of 24-25. He then completed a loan move to Las Palmas. The 20-year-old established himself as a regular for Las Palmas, making 27 appearances, scoring 1 goal across all competitions. On the international stage, Osego has featured for Portugal at various age groups. Most recent caps have come with under-21s, with his last appearance coming during March international break. Welcome to Chelsea, Dario.
Oh my goodness, 20.
So we knew he was coming, but now it's official. So I presume we'll get the Quenda official one coming soon as well, and maybe Delap as well.
Oh
right, thank you.
my
Very
goodness
Ryan,
gracious.
DJ wants to speak, so I'll give the microphone to Ryan and DJ here in a second. But yeah, more
Okay,
from
Ryan, you
Mars
know
over
more
here
about
says
him, because
Gettings
obviously
English.
from Portugal
Gettings in
representing
English is a bonus, like
you have
Sancho.
more insight because
That
he's
I
from Sporting Academy.
Okay. Also, from Kim So, thank you very much. Kim So says that this window looking like
Oh no, I was
Ekitike.
muted. My bad.
Okay.
I must have knocked the mute button.
Ekiteke or whatever. Gettings and meet get me Osime, Nico or Rodrigo, and a good
Rodrigo
center back.
signing a
That
contract
is
at Real Madrid.
from that is what Kim So is saying. Big up to you, Kim So, guys. Thank you very much for being here. JC said, Kim So, by the way, while you are still here, hooray! That's
Just one thing on
from him. Also, Abina Jemfua, big up to you. Thank you very much, Abina Jemfua, for joining us here on the platform today. This is welcome. Abina, welcome to the show. Thank you very much for being here. My name is Niza. I'm with Stephen G and Davies and Ryan over here, bringing you the latest Chelsea transfer news and also interesting news from the Premier League. We'll be talking about Manchester United, Jadon Sancho on loan to Chelsea. Will Chelsea make this deal permanent? We're waiting for the final decision from Jadon Sancho, and I'm sure it should be here very, very soon. So waiting for the latest report from Fabrizio Romano on Jadon Sancho. And also JC said Chelsea made the top 5, and Nebraska stays LOL. Come from JC. Top four. JC said top 4, and Kim Sos, he just laughed over here. All right, more from Gunaman says the best young baller around is River Plate. Sensational,
like Julian Alvarez was for
15
million 3 Januaries ago.
Yeah.
Franco. Chelsea were in for him at one point.
Yeah, the Franco guy.
Yeah, Chelsea were in for him at one point. I don't know what's happening now.
All right. Ryan said, I will see you soon. Okay. All right.
Need just quickly, Ben Jacobs is saying that Asego will be part of the Club World Cup for Chelsea.
Asego will be part of the Club World Cup.
Asego, okay.
The FC Porto guy.
Yeah, big up. Got just a couple of things here. I don't know if you guys saw also today. I saw links to Bastoni today as well. That was a breaking story by Top Skills, I think it was.
I don't trust that guy.
Well, not Top Skills. There's another one. There's Top Skills and there's another one who said it. So 2 of them said it today. Top Skills and someone else said Bastoni for 70 million. Well, that's the thing. I don't know. I was trying to look for some tier 1s afterwards. I couldn't really see it from there afterwards. But
I've not seen anything. But he would be my ideal one. Having said that, that means that Colwell probably wouldn't play as much because Bastoni primarily plays on the left and is left-footed.
And the other one was mentioned.
I know we're looking at Braithwaite and Mark Gehi. I know we're looking at them too.
Yeah, and I'm not saying Bastoni will happen. It's been mentioned as an option, and Hato's the other one. The other one also saw surprisingly
and also cover centre back.
In terms of goalkeepers, I saw a surprising one. Ter Stegen from Barcelona.
I've not seen
this other guy. They've seen this guy bought. I think they've bought this guy that's come in now. I think it's I forgot the guy's name. He's 24 years old. Garcia, is it? Is it Garcia? João Garcia.
Chelsea were interested in him as well. The keeper that Barca just got.
And apparently, Barcelona have told. He's been told he could find a new club. Ter Stegen. So I wouldn't mind him coming to Chelsea. 31 years old, mate. Not
the
bad.
Ones that I do know of are, I think it's Chevrolet or whatever it is, Chevrolet, something like that. The Leon or Lil one, Lil, I think. Mike Mainon, Diogo Costa, and who was the other one? Marcin Bulka.
Yeah,
ex-Chelsea player.
Mm-hmm. And one other, it did come out that's saying that if they're going to go for experience, then Ter Stegen could be another one to look out for as well. But I don't know whether that will happen. I don't know.
So Ter Stegen to stay for a year or two, and then the other guy take over probably.
I won't stay. I won't sign Testiga. He's crap.
I don't want him. I don't want
He's
him.
crap.
Well, he's better than flipping Sanchez any day of the week.
Yeah.
Bro, do you know what someone said to me today?
But we did it. We're looking for the best.
Oh,
We're looking for the
No,
best.
I know, bro. I know we are. I know we are. I know we are.
Oh, someone said
Petrovic
to
is
me,
doing
I'd
it.
keep Sanchez. He didn't say he'd keep him as number one, but he said he'd keep Petrovic and Sanchez. I think it was. He said, like he literally mentioned he'd keep Sanchez. I went, why would you do that after all the mistakes? He went, yeah, but he's not made a mistake in the last few games. I went, yeah, a few games don't change anything. If we get to the Club World Cup and he's passing the ball to our position and conceding, are you still going to want him to stay? Because I want him out now. I want to avoid it.
Sorry, bro. Just double check something. I've just seen something come up on my Twitter saying Delap deal completed, but I don't know if they've done a video for him yet. It's
Yeah, no,
come
it's
up on my thing,
completed.
it's
We're just
broken.
waiting on all the media stuff and the confirmation.
30 million, number 9. He's getting the number 9 shirt, isn't he?
Oh,
Yeah.
I've not seen the number 9 one.
Yeah, I've heard that.
He's getting the number 9 shirt.
No, I don't think he's getting number 9. I think he's getting 19. Like he has
Well,
won, and like obviously Costa will when Costa was here. The number 9 one was from a page. I think it was called Fake Sport News, but it was spelled Phake.
Okay, because he didn't believe in this whole crap fate. He didn't believe in this whole thing about number 9 being a curse.
Why
Something
wouldn't
like
they
that
give him the number 9? They have to break that jeans. They have to give it to him. Let him work it.
Give him number 19 first. See how he does. Let's start there. Number 19 has been good for Chelsea strikers. Let's start there.
Diego Costa, come on, yeah, we can't go wrong there.
Oh, he is a bit of a you-know-what house, a bit like Costa, though.
Yeah, mate. Listen, the guys, I don't know. Hopefully, I love to see. I hope he's got that kind of temperament in him, like Diego Costa has.
He seems
and
like he
bully
has.
defenders, man. Bully defenders, bro. Bully them. You know what I'm saying?
Show them the
Costa.
strength.
He bullied our defense.
But Diego Costa back in the day, bro. He didn't stand. He stood up to play his faces, man. In your face. He's in your face 24/7.
You know what makes
mate.
me laugh though? Do you remember the Battle of the Bridge? Just quickly on the sidetrack, because we're talking about like mentality and stuff like that when it comes to the lap, yeah.
Mentality monster, bro.
The stuff
Yeah.
that Costa used to get in trouble for, even when it was like little nothing, yeah.
Yeah.
Then in the Battle of the Bridge, yeah, the ref somehow missed Fabregas getting his hands stamped on, yeah. Flying challenges that could have broken legs, and then Costa got poked in the eye by Moussa Dembele. How they missed all that, I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know. If there was ever a time where you can look back on a game in the past, in the last like 10 years or so, and go, you needed VAR that day, that's the game that comes to mind.
Yep. And the other thing I'll also say,
all the stuff that Costa got in trouble for, yeah, bro, he literally got poked in the eye, and they just went no.
But you know what though? He was a what do you call it, Fuso Diego Costa. Come on, man. That guy.
No, I'm not saying he wasn't, but I'm saying for everything.
Boy, that's what I used to like about him.
He actually gets like literally assaulted.
One after the other. We can't get you two at the same time.
Sorry, bro.
Steven, let DJ finish.
No. Let Steven finish. Come on, bro. Sorry.
All right, Steven, go
I
ahead.
was just saying, for all the stuff that he got in trouble for the one time he literally got assaulted, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. There were so many people. I didn't see it. You've got four. It was on the halfway line. You've got the fourth official there. You've got the linesman on that side. The assistant ref, as they call him now for obvious reasons, and the referee there. How do all three officials miss it?
Crazy. That shows the competency of our officiating officials in the Premier League. DJ, you want to go for it before I take some few of the comments here coming in?
Bro, go to the comments. Just going to say on what JC saying. Big up to you. Yeah, he's right. Kepa is still on the books, but isn't he one of the players that's also going to be sold as well on that list that came up?
Yeah, it should be part of it.
Kepa.
I don't think
he should be on that list. Yeah, Kepa.
Yeah.
He's got. Didn't we put a £5 million release clause in his contract?
I think so, bro. I think so.
I'm not so sure about that one, Steven.
Yeah, I think we did, because basically he's got nothing on the books now because he's been here so long and stuff. So essentially he's got nothing on the books, but I think we put like a £5 million release clause just to get something, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so he doesn't go free. Chelsea fans won't cry about it. It's not Liverpool fans. We cry about now they're happy they got 10 million.
Not
they're
many
happy
Chelsea
about 10
fans,
million.
Many even like Kepa.
Kepa.
So no one's going to be hurt by it.
All right, thank you very much, Stephen G and TJ Saf. JC said we still have a Kepa Arrizabalaga on our books. Chelsea the only club that wants way more wants way more keeper than Arsenal all the time. LOL, and 30 wingers and strikers always needed. It says good luck, World Cup and World Club Cup. Sort of lots of prizes there from
lots of prize money.
All right, calm down, people. Both Petrovic and Sanchez are on sale. They're selling both of them. Kepa, Petrovic, selling all those players.
Kepa definitely goes. Sanchez goes. I think we loan Penders again, and then. Probably sell one of Petrovic or Jorgensen.
I want to hear a reaction from DJ on this one. It says that here Costa has been crap this year. DJ, you want to react to it? He said, JC said the striker Costa. Okay, it's not the goalkeeper. The striker Costa. All right, so the striker Costa. So Costa advanced. It says what? Advanced a red card every match.
Okay, let's not take liberties. It wasn't every match.
Drogba was the man from Guna. It says, then we have Kingsley. I'm watching, big up to Kingsley. I'm watching representing GH down here in the studio. Thank you very much, Kirsten and Martin. Don't forget to subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel if you haven't. We talk sports every day on this platform. Thank you very much. You're welcome to Blueclouds Media, BC Sports to be precise. Thank you very much, Kingsley. I'm Martin for joining us here on the show. DJ, you want to react to okay, he said it's not a goalkeeper, so I don't know if you still want to react to that.
Diogo, no. I've not seen Diogo Costa have a bad game this season. I think he's actually been brilliant. To be fair,
that's
every goalkeeper.
He's still a striker.
No. Oh no, I'm just saying in general. I'm just mentioning Costa, the goalkeeper. I know he's not mentioning the striker, but I'm just saying Diogo. In terms of Diogo Costa, from what I've seen of him this whole season playing, he's hardly had many mistakes. He's made the odd one here and there, but hardly. Otherwise, he's been top class as always. I'm not sure about the Costa thing. What did he mean by that Costa thing? Was he saying that Costa should have had a red game? What was that thing about the red card thing? About Diego Costa?
He deserved the red card every game.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, JC, man. You're trying.
It's not JC.
He's got to be.
Is it JC? It's not JC. That's from JC. That's from Guna. Yeah, Mas. Yeah, Mas. Yeah, Sasuke Guna.
Man. Of course, he would say that being an Arsenal fan, but obviously, he's what do you call it? Arsenal? Would I expect an Arsenal fan to say that? It's banter, bro. It's banter. But I bet you they would have loved Diego Costa in their team. 100% Arsenal fans would have loved Diego Costa in their team. No doubt about that.
Absolutely. Diego Costa is a player that this is what I said about Costa. So I think other stream I said Diego Costa is a player that you wouldn't like to have to play against. The team would love to have him in their team.
Right, Rudiger.
But you wouldn't want to play against him.
If he's on your team, you love him. If he's against you, you absolutely hate him.
Because he does everything to win your game. He will fight. He will do everything. He will get on your faces. He will get in your mind, trying to get you upset, trying to accumulate red cards or yellow cards, trying to get you off the game so he can have his way. That's how he is. He's gonna fight. And it got to a point. I even said this: football has really changed to a extent that it's not football anymore. Football is supposed to be a contact sport. Now we don't see that. And the physical aspect of the game anymore. Slight tackle. Even you can body check someone and you can get a yellow card for it. It was like, since when did football become a non-contact sport? It's been changed. Things has to change. We have to see that aggressiveness. But wild tackles and stuff like that, definitely have to get that out, that one out of the game. Tackles that are not pleasing the eye, especially VAI. Also, VAR doesn't help with that slow motion and replaying tackles. It doesn't help. Let the referee give that decision as soon as what he sees and what his judgment is all about. Not to go and re-referee that decision. You get what I'm saying? So I don't like it, but it's there. It's here to stay. I don't like the VAR because it's taking some kind of aspect, and also. Players cannot celebrate and take their shirts off anymore. Okay, the person have a tank top. You have a tank top. You go with a tank top.
Take their top off for a very long time.
Yeah, that also doesn't help. We want to see celebration. We want to see celebration. You can't take your shirt off. Why? I have a tank top. I'm wearing something under my the jersey. I can take the jersey and fly it and show to the fans that I belong here. I'm celebrating the goal. All these things have been taken away from football, and football is getting boring now. And Pep Guardiola also came to add his what do you call it? That passing football, and it's getting annoying. Passing for nothing. That's what he does. He passes for nothing. Pass like 600 passes in the game, and only score 1 goal. Pep Guardiola. People think he's a genius. I don't think he is. Let's see how he goes next season. I'm sure he's going to struggle. The fact that he has Mamouche doesn't mean that they're going to be scoring or out, playing teams left, right, center. They will still struggle. I'll put them in the third position next season. I'll put them in the third position.
Next season for you?
Who? Yeah.
No, who? I didn't hear what you said.
Pep Guardiola and his Manchester City team.
Oh,
they'll finish third next season. I don't see him returning to that third spot. Arsenal still have their momentum. I know a lot of you guys don't want Arsenal to win it, but I believe a good striker, they're going for Sesko. Sesko, to me, no, he's not good enough for me. He's not consistent that enough to be the player that Arsenal are looking for. They're better off keeping Ketia. They've already sold him to Crystal Palace. But a better striker, an Osimhen for Arsenal, they'll win the Premier League. Liverpool won it. We saw how they won it. They have beat the squad with Florian Wirtz from Frankfurt, right? The Bundesliga. They're bringing in. They've also brought in what's his name? Is it Ghanaian German or whatever they call him? The winger, or is it right back or winger? The guy from what's the team?
Who? Chelsea?
No. Liverpool.
What side?
Frimpong from
Frimpong.
Leverkusen.
Frimpong.
Yeah, Leverkusen.
Okay.
Yeah, they brought in Frimpong and they want to bring in Vert from Vets or whatever they call him.
Also from Leverkusen.
Yeah, still from Leverkusen. So they're beefing up the squad. Liverpool will be much stronger next season.
Do you know what, Nee? I wouldn't say that straight away. I don't know if you saw it today, but Leverkusen have turned down a second offer for Wirtz today, by the way. They want more money for him. They want more money for him, bro. And they've turned down the second offer now, which might mean Liverpool may come away from that one and come back to him. They may go back. They may go after Ikekite now if they can't get this deal over the line for Wirtz.
To be fair, they don't play the same position.
No, bro. But they might decide, if we can't get it, maybe we can sort of deal out to get the Ikekite deal done and then go back to Wirtz later on. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, they offered, what was it, 130 million euros, and they want 150 million euros.
Keitsley still want Gyökeres. Gyökeres would be, but I don't think so.
Gyökeres, man.
Yeah, it would be a good player, but I don't think so. Let's see. There's not been much said about Gyökeres, but maybe he could be the player that will step in to be the third striker for Chelsea. From Kingsley, thank you very much, Kingsley, for the comment. Gunaman said, Ghana, my man, what you think of Unity Cup lost to Super Eagles? Who won? But beat Trinidad Tobago. Well, let me say this. I'll just take 1 minute on this Unity Cup. Ghana have been on top of Nigeria for so many years. If you look at the winning ratio, Ghana have won, I think, about 60. Nigeria have won like 30 times against Ghana. And there's been some draws over there. Nigeria have suffered a lot in the hands of Ghana. And the history there is very wild in terms of the record. But it was a beautiful game by our standard. I watched highlights. I didn't watch the whole game. Played in London. I think the Unity Cup was being played in England, somewhere in England. But it was a good game. It was a good game. Now I think Nigeria plays Jamaica in the finals. I think so, but let's see how they do it with Jamaica. They should be able to beat Jamaica. They should be able to do it. But yeah, it's been forever since they beat Ghana, and they wanted that win badly. So I'm glad they did. It's not just fighting over food, but now they've gone on the pitch also, proving their wealth over the year. It was a good competition. Thank you very much. Yeah. Go ahead, Steven.
Just quickly, I am seeing someone just now saying that Kepa does have a £5 million exit clause in his contract.
Okay, she's just going to get something out. something
Yeah.
back from Kepa selling him this season.
They're also saying apparently Slanina will be allowed to leave. There's interest in Jorgensen, Robert Sanchez, and Petrovic as well.
Okay.
That's all our goalkeepers, man, apart from Penders, right?
Mark Penders.
Yeah,
God.
they're looking at loans for Ted Kurd at League 2 level.
Yeah.
And then Eddie Beach and Lucas Bergstrom are both out of contract.
So my take would be next season, if those goalkeepers go, it could be Penders as number 2, and then we go and buy a top goalkeeper that comes in as number 1. If the others all are going.
And then keep Bettinelli as your third choice for homegrown.
Yeah, for homegrown, correct.
So
Interesting.
you got.
I don't think we'll get rid of Sanchez and Petrovic though. I think we'll get rid of one.
Either you get Sanchez, If you get rid of Sanchez, you need to bring in another English player.
Sanchez, Petrovic,
Bino
and
gets his
Jorgensen
English.
all go. I think 1 or 2 might go.
Mamadashvili is going back to Liverpool. Is going to Liverpool finally in the summer, right? Because don't forget he
Yeah,
signed
because it
and
was
went
a
on loan.
pre-deal. It was a pre-deal.
Yeah. So now they're going to be looking for a goalkeeper. Hopefully they come in for Sanchez, because I know they were looking at Sanchez last season.
That's Valencia, right?
Valencia, yeah.
This
So
thing
maybe
I'm
they'll come back
reading
and move
says
it in.
Valencia like Jorgensen.
Really, it's interesting. So they like Jorgensen. Why couldn't it be Sanchez? Oh.
So Mamadashvili goes to Liverpool, and then Jorgensen to Valencia, and then maybe you sell Sanchez as well, keep Petrovic, maybe get another keeper as well, or maybe you sell Petrovic to Strasbourg and keep Sanchez as a number 2.
No, I think Petrovic, as far as I know, is wanted by Monaco, isn't he?
He's
so
wanted
that
by a
could be an
few
option.
clubs, but also Strasbourg. Do you know what I think, right? I ideally would sell Sanchez. We know this, right? But if we get someone who would be definitely number 1, like Mike Mainan had only, I think it was 3 games or 4 games missed this season due to injury, yeah? Which is significantly lower than what he's had in the past. If we get him or we get someone else that you could argue from day 1 will be your starter, I'd keep Sanchez as number 2, keep Bettinelli as number 3, loan Penders, sell Jorgensen, Petrovic, Kepa. Because then Sanchez is homegrown by nation, and so is Bettinelli. You need, I think, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, I think it's at least 4 homegrown club, 4 homegrown nation for Europe. So 2 of your goalkeepers could fulfill that if you keep Sanchez as number 2.
The other thing I also know is that apparently during the Club World Cup, did they not say that the club are want to look at all 4 goalkeepers before making a decision on selling any of them?
Yeah, but I presume we'll do like a friendly or something before we go to Club World Cup, like behind closed doors friendly, I'd imagine.
Did we hear something about Chelsea also interested in Xavi Simons? Do we hear that news
that came
somewhere?
out today from,
Yes,
I want to
I
say that
saw
was
that.
Matt Law as well.
Yeah.
I want to say that, like the goalkeepers, I think all that was from Matt Law. I want to say he done it on the London is Blue podcast because he has like a weekly appearance, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
so they said that Xavi Simons is potentially one to watch as well.
Yeah. He's a good midfielder, man.
Interesting.
He's an excellent attacking midfielder.
Exactly. More news popping up. Interesting news. We're going to talk about Cunha a bit outside Chelsea here in a second before we wrap up today. Chelsea section. He says, "Knee, relax. I'm seeing your veins pop up right now." All right. That's earlier on when I was just angry about how the physical aspect of the game has been taken away from the football that we always used to watch. Gunaman even agree with me, says football and Premier League has become no fun league. NFL can barely celebrate, and if you do find out VAR taking goal away from you, really Premier need automatic offside technology.
Just quickly on that, there's no such thing as automatic offside. You'd never have it fully automated. That's why you've got the semi-automated, because it gives the image. So what happens with the current technology that they have, there isn't a chip in the ball. I think there was a chip at the Euros or something. I think it was the Euros.
It was a year.
There was a chip in the ball,
Was it
so
World Cup or the Euros?
it would pick up when the ball was kicked. Yeah.
Okay.
Then it would send the image, and then all they had to do was verify, yes, the image is correct, and stuff like that, right? What happens now, because there's no chip in the ball, this isn't Premier League specific, this is like all the leagues, I think, Europe as well, yeah, in terms of Champions League, Europa League, all that, is that they have to choose the point where they deem the ball to have been kicked, the frame they deem the ball to have been kicked. Then the camera will show them the image of whether it's offside or onside, and then they verify it. That's my understanding of what we have at the moment.
I hope that doesn't take a long process.
If they could get a chip in the ball, which we know has been tested and trialed and stuff like that, including at the Euros, to my knowledge, yeah, that would speed it up. Because at the moment, they've got to find the exact frame where the ball's deemed to have been kicked so that they can then get the image and verify it. If they had the chip in the ball, it would go, okay, it was kicked at this point, camera, bang, verify, bang.
Okay. All right. Sasuke gonna believe that Frimpong is one. I think he's very, very fast, but he's going to play against one of the strongest Premier League defenders. He's going to play against them. Let's see how he does that in the Premier League. But he is fast. Frimpong, I know. Imagine this Frimpong guy playing for Ghana national team. Oh Lord, Frimpong. Lots of players that Ghana have lost in the past. Lots of top players. What's his name? Depay. What's his name? Depay, the guy that played for Barcelona. Depay also one of them. All right, more from this. Wonder who gets Macario talent if Xavi Simons. Okay, like I said, Xavi Simons at Chelsea has also been talking about him. Nigeria won 3-2 in penalties over Jamaica knee, and Ghana killed Trinidad and Tobago. Ghana has a very, very good team. I think they're one of the teams that I think they're close to qualify for the World Cup, and you guys have to watch out for Ghana in the upcoming World Cup. They've paraded a very, very good team, very, very good team, top. And look, the whole Ghana as a country, almost everyone knows how to play football. That country, almost everyone knows how to play football. I took my kids to football practice this Saturday. And this coach over there is screaming on top of his lungs, and he knows shit. He doesn't know nothing. I was like, I can even train this kid better than this coach.
But it's not even as simple as that, right? It's not actually. Let me reword it. It's not even whether or not he knows it, right? How old are these kids that you're referring to? 1 sec.
12 years. Up to 12 years.
They're 12. Why are you shouting at kids?
He's just shouting on these kids. I was like, dude, you gotta calm down.
If they're like 19, 20, I'd get it, yeah? But 12 years old, why are you shouting at them? They're kids. Teach them. Help them learn. That's literally what you're supposed to do. I'll be back in 2 seconds. All
right. And DJ, to be honest with you, what he was telling these kids, I can tell them, I can, just put my kids down and tell them to do the same thing. Look, I practice with my kids in the house, but because I'm their dad, they don't listen. That's why I pay someone to help these kids. And I'm even going to be done with this because Look at the MLS. We have coaches and physios, but look at the league American League. How many people? I've never watched Lionel Messi playing in his team. I've never watched Messi since he moved into America. I've never watched a single game where Messi features in it. I've not watched the MLS. So that should tell you that if the MLS is like that, where are these coaches coming from? I prefer to even send him to France, England, or Germany, or even Holland or somewhere, Denmark, for them to train my kid. You pay so much, man. At the end of the year, you're going to end up paying like $7,000 to these managers, and your kids doesn't even learn nothing. They don't. So, yeah, thank you very much, Tyson. In the finals, happened, and, Jamaica lost Petrovic to Marcel from JC. Guys, the link is right there. I've pinned the link there. If you're free, you want to come on and, chat with us, feel free. Remember, it's Niche platform. Everyone is welcome to the channel, wherever you're watching us from, whether X or YouTube. Marcel is not happy with 25 million price tag on Petrovic. Pay the money. Get the player. You're talking about Chelsea. Chelsea's players are very expensive. They buy expensive. They have to spell expensive. Sell expensive players too. Neither Petrovic nor Sanchez will accept being second choice goalkeeper. Both will go. Okay, that's from JC. This Gunnerman said that if it's Enzo rumors true to Roma, no, it's not true. It's not true. Saskia is never, ever going to be true. It looks like he's assistant captain. If Rhys James leave the football club, he will be the main captain, and he's already doing his job. Enzo Maresca. Oh, okay. Enzo, okay.
It's not,
Enzo rumors.
I think they're getting Inzaghi, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it says Enzo. Enzo rumors to Real Madrid.
Enzo Maresca.
Oh no. Why would Enzo Maresca? I think he's been linked with Xavi Alonso, isn't it? For Real Madrid.
Huh?
For Real Madrid, right?
What?
Xavi, the coach.
What are you on about?
I'm getting confused here. He says Enzo rumors true to Real Madrid.
Enzo Maresca. He's on about Maresca.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because Ranieri left.
No, he's talking about Real Madrid here. Look here.
Oh, you said Enzo. I thought you said Roma. Then no, there's
no
nothing
Real Madrid.
There's nothing to him.
Yeah, that would be the player. Enzo Fernandez, the player. He's the one being linked with Real Madrid. Yeah.
We confuse ourselves all the time here. But no, there's nothing to Enzo Fernandez to Real Madrid.
All right. He's Gunnerman says that's why you get earbuds, Steven. So not allow players to get hurt like is that 1EA, the one from Forest, yeah. Had to go under coma as internal bleeding playing on after Vio's offside.
Premier League, though. That's on
the referee.
That's on that's on the rules. The actual rules, I forget what they're called. I think it's IFAB? Something like that. But the ones that make
it's not
it's something like
it's IFAB. It's IFAB.
Yeah, something
IFAB.
like that.
Yeah.
But they're the ones that make the rules. It's them that write it to not put the flag up.
Yeah.
So that's not on the Premier League. That's got nothing to do with the Premier League.
He said Frimpong behind Dumfries and Timber at Holland knee. Coleman plays Frimpong right forward a lot. So is that Coleman? I got it right. I'm sure it's Coleman. All right. Yeah, you learned from yours peers more. So we grew up playing and making games on our own. All sports growing up. New kids play video games and don't go outside and play. Saskia, don't say it. My kids are in the house playing video game right now. I've already told them, go outside and play the ball. Beautiful grass. I cut my lawn Saturday, so it's looking nice and green. Go and play on it. They won't do it. Anyway. Steven, anything from Fab? Anything from Fab?
No, nothing since the last thing I had.
We'll talk about this, Steven. We'll talk about the message I sent to you later after the stream comes to an end.
Oh, the one I replied to, or you sent another one?
Yeah.
I didn't know if you sent another one and I'd missed it because I haven't checked Discord in a second.
Always has to be organized. So that's why lots creativity, a lot in football. Yeah, there's not much creativity. Kids learn from friends and trying things out and seeing older kids play it, etc. Enzo Fernandez, I did saw rumors. Yeah, the Enzo is not going in. We're gonna Xavi Alonso already Real Madrid. Yeah. Enzo Fernandez is not going anywhere. It says has all the Gunnerman says has all to do with the Premier League. Get the touch and help player safety as excuses, more camera and offside technology needed. It's a cheap Premier League, not acting like most profitable league. From Satsuki Guna, I've gone through most all the comments. DJ, anything on your side from
nothing.
from Tabricio? Nothing from Tabricio.
Nothing at all. Just what we discussed earlier on about the not from Fabrizio, but the Xavi Simons one. I found quite interesting. I saw links to this guy. In fact, not just yesterday. In fact, I think it was a couple of weeks ago. There was talk about Xavi Simons to Chelsea as well. But I just didn't think nothing of it. But it looks like we are looking at this guy. But the interesting thing will be for me is who's he going to come in play? Who's he going to come in for? Because when you look at our midfield is more or less sorted. So you've got to assume someone is going to be sold from that midfield, if that was the case. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, both of you. Because I'm thinking if he does come in, who does he come in for? Asugo's already come in. You've got obviously Andre Santos coming in. You've got Caicedo, you've got Lavia, you've got Enzo, right? Who does he come in for? Unless they're going to have it.
He's more attacking midfield option like 10 and stuff like that.
So who do we say is in that position at the moment? Cole Palmer?
Guys, let me share this. I think it came out about 3 hours ago. I don't know how trusted this platform can be. TalkSport, Sports UK. They said breaking news: Chelsea are preparing to make an official bid of 70 million for Alessandro Bastoni.
Yeah, I said that one.
Yeah, that is coming from TalkSport, Top Skills Sports UK. Yeah, they reported this about Bastoni. I mean, if they do that, I'll be very, very happy. He's a good player. He's a quality player. Top player.
Just
top
quickly,
player.
though.
Yes, sir.
On, what's it called, Xavi Simons, he's primarily been a 10, but he's played left wing and right wing as well.
Okay, Bastoni.
If we're looking at Gittins, though, bro, how does Xavi Simons come into that?
And
It's an interesting one, isn't it?
Leipzig.
Nkunku and Galatasaray. Galatasaray also in for Nkunku.
No,
Leipzig.
But he said, how does he come into it talking about Simmons? So, shoot.
Okay.
So I said, what's it called? That's why I said you give them Nkunku, Nkunku back, and then you get Simmons.
All right, so let me shout out this brother here. HA, big up to you, HA. Big up to you, HA, for joining us on the show today. Big up to you, HA. Says we must bring big goal scorers, but Jackson out, Madueke out from HA. And Gunnaman says Chelsea don't want Madueke anymore. It's a question. That's a question that he's asking. I don't think there is any link of Madueke being sold. We haven't heard anything right now, but there's possibility Chelsea can sell them. Madueke if they think they have any better player.
There has been talks 50 million. There has been some links out for him. Not what club, but they're saying he's available.
I want to say it was that Kieran Gill guy that put it out.
That's the guy.
I forgot who he writes for. I saw it earlier, not long before we went live.
Yeah. I mean, there's talks of 50 million. They're saying they will be happy to sell him if the right offer comes in for him. They'll sell him. So he is available for sale if the right club offers the right money for him.
AH said hi to everyone over here. Please, we must bring big goal scorers here, players that score big goals. That's what he's talking about. He says Nkunku out of the football club, outside Jackson out, Madueke also out. He won Madueke. A lot of people get frustrated with Madueke. I've been frustrated too. Beginning of the season when he had the hat trick, I was like, he's gonna have his season. Then he dropped off big time. And it wasn't him alone. The whole team dropped off. The wingers, Neto wasn't scoring. Noni Madueke wasn't scoring either, trying to steal other people's goals. I think why he stole that Palmer's goal or someone like that. And
Caliber's first game back after getting back from loan.
Yeah, and he stole his goal. The ball was right going in the goal post. Then he went to touch it so he can make it his. So yeah. Good players have to come in. The players drop off big times. Palmer wasn't scoring, but he was creating. On the right-hand side, Noni Madueke wasn't scoring. Neto wasn't either. Sancho wasn't either. He wasn't shooting. But we've seen some great shooting accuracy from Sancho when he shoots. He scores. He has to get on the goal. Instead of just trying to find that little pocket or little spaces in the 18. Why won't you try and shoot? He did that in the Conference League final against Real Betis, and he scored a beautiful goal. I saw another one in the Premier League and the same similar goal where he placed the ball on the left-hand side of the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper can't stop it. I've seen him when he cut it out. He cut the ball out and then placed that ball with his right foot. So Sancho need to shoot more. He will get goals. Caicedo, he knows it. Caicedo have been doing it more often, and he's getting goals from that range, 18-yard range. He's getting more goals. So we want to see more. Chelsea want big goal scorer, okay, like Victor Osimhen. That's what Chelsea need according to AH. Big up to you, AH. And make sure you subscribe and be part of our growing community. Every time we go live, you'll be part of it. To know what we're talking about. He says when Palmer was cooking, then Madueke was too. And Jackson also was. They were both.
You're saying when Palmer was cooking, Noni was soup. It's more when Noni was cooking, it gave Palmer the space because Chelsea then had more than just one threat to the opposition. It wasn't just one player that can cause you problems, that being Cole Palmer. They had to focus on someone else because Noni was causing them issues at the start of the season, and then Noni dropped off, and then people could double and triple up on Palmer, and then it got harder for him.
This question's JC's asking you a question, but I don't recall any goalkeeper that was with City and being at Chelsea.
James Trafford.
Oh, okay.
So he's got Trafford there. It was James Trafford. James Trafford's the goalkeeper.
Oh, that's the one he's talking about.
That's the name I couldn't remember earlier. Remember, I was listing off the names from Matt Law. James Trafford was the one that I forgot.
And he's still with Chelsea?
No, he was never at Chelsea.
Yeah, he said that who was the academic goalkeeper at Manchester City when
they had Maresca, Delap, Lavia, Palmer. It was Trafford. You mentioned Trafford. He's the goalkeeper.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was like. I don't remember seeing any goalkeeper that has been with Man City and Chelsea at the same time. I misunderstood this question.
He's linked with Manchester United at the moment, is Trafford, from what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Linked with us too.
As well as us.
All right, AH said another one. Chelsea must bring a goalkeeper. Yeah, apparently there's been a selection of goalkeepers that Chelsea might likely bring in one of them. Report. I think went through the names earlier on. Let me see if I can go through the names again. James Trafford, the goalkeeper from Burnley right now.
Yeah, that's the one.
Lucas. Lucas Shavala and Shavala.
He's the one I want. He's the one I would like to see.
And then Mike Manuel.
Huh?
Yeah.
So the person that put out the thing on goalkeepers has done one on defenders. You know Genesis Antwi?
Antwi, Chelsea Academy player.
Yeah. Defender, Antwi.
Yeah. He's a Ghanaian, yeah.
So
Ghanaian born.
Apparently several League One clubs want him on loan.
Genesis Antwi.
Brighton and Palace are interested in Tosin. Both considered him if they lose key defenders, but Chelsea see him as a solid squad player. So it now sounds like Tosin won't go anywhere. Chalobah might, but Tosin, it doesn't sound like. I don't
want Chalobah gone. I'll be honest with you. My two defenders to go this season, I'll see Disassi and Badashili go, and you keep Chalobah at the football club. Whether people like to believe, I think he's actually been our better centre back since he's come back to the club. I'm not.
I love Fofana, but Fofana needs a loan as well.
DJ, let me tell you this. I know you don't want to hear it, but Enzo Maresca rate Badishia very highly.
I know
Enzo Maresca, he rates him very, very highly. He always says good things about him.
Badishia, there was a bit on Badishia as well. Where was it?
Marseille, in it.
Hang on, I'm trying to find it again. Both Milan clubs, Leipzig and West Ham, have all kept an eye on Badiashile. He wants to play and will look to force a move if he's not playing. Goodbye. Have a nice time.
Yeah, goodbye. I tell you what.
Who reported that, Steven? Who reported? Go ahead, DJ.
I'll tell you what, bro. Yeah. Give Everton Disassi and give them Badiashile, and we'll get Braithwaite off you, mate. I'd have that deal any day of the week.
Moy said no. David Moy said no.
So what? They can have Disassi and they can have Disassi and they can have Badishili, bro. We're giving them two centre backs and we'll take their one off them.
Quite literally a 2-for-1.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And they'll have the two. It'll be like the two Monaco centre backs combination. You know what I mean? Playing for Everton, you know.
All right, another one. Chelsea must bring in the goalkeeper, which I went through some of the list. I didn't did I finish it? I don't know if I finished the list. Mike Manio, also AC Milan. Massin Botka. Chelsea used to be at Chelsea. Chelsea sold him to a French. I think he was with PSG, and then they finally moved to Massin Botka. Yeah. And Emi Martinez, Villa. Aston Villa, another player, a goalkeeper that is being listed out of the goalkeepers that Chelsea are trying to bring in. Diogo Costa, FC Porto. So these are the goalkeepers being listed out here. And Gunnar said Trafford, England third choice goalkeeper. Ben Lee, more from Gunnerman, says Trafford was at City. All right. JC said Fofana. Fofana is put up for sale. Yeah, they should sell him right now.
I think
I can help. I have $200.
I don't think he's getting sold.
Whatever they want to do, either they sell him, put him on loan after 2 seasons of loan, sell him. He's a good player, but can't stay healthy. If Chelsea bring a big goal scorer,
to Strasbourg.
Huh?
Loan into Stras.
So he can go and destroy Strasbourg season without playing. Just sit on the bench without playing.
Loan who to Strasbourg?
Go to Strasbourg,
Fofana.
your fitness, play in the French league, and then come back.
See, this is what we've been saying, DJ. Look out for Fofana. I want you guys to let's talk about Fofana for a second, even at least 2-3 minutes on Fofana. He's on high wages. I think it's about 200 and 250 a month. I mean, a week. Sorry, a week.
Yeah.
How often does he play? Not much. He's got maybe 5-6 years contract, or maybe I'll say maybe 5 years now, 4 years now. If he chooses not to leave Chelsea, he will be on the books, get that wages every week, and not playing football if he's injured. So these are the things that the owners are looking into it. Say, if you really merit how good you play, the numbers are good on the pitch, we will give you the number. We will give you the money you're asking for. But we don't want to bring you in and you haven't done nothing much for us, and then we start giving you 300, 250, like you did with Pogba and the rest. You get what I'm saying? So that is where the problem is. He's on high wages when he signed a contract. I'm sure he makes more than 250. Steven, how much does Fofana makes?
Yeah, I think he's on about 250,000 a week. I think.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I don't know what you guys want to say about this.
I don't think he got any of the. I don't think he got any of the
raise.
I don't think he got any of the champion. I don't know if he got any of the Champions League bonuses. You know, they all got bonuses. I think by 20%. When they got qualified for the Champions League, I don't know if he was one of them that got that bonus, because obviously he's hardly participated in it. So I don't know if he's got anything of that, because he obviously, you know. So listen. We always know, and I've always said this about Fofana, right? On his day when he's fully fit, I think he's probably one of the better centre backs out there when he's fully fit. We all know that. Yeah, the guy is a good player. But it's just keeping fit. And I know people say, well, DJ, you could say this thing about your captain, Reece James, but at least Reece James has made himself available almost half of this season now. And the guy he's not had no injury since he's come back. And God, touch wood that he stays that way until the end of his Chelsea career, if he stays on for this long here, which I hope he does. Because a lot of people seem to think that we'll get this guy off the books and we'll sell Reece James as well. I hope that's not the case. I don't believe it's true. But... you know, going back to the Fofana situation, you know, this guy, as I said, he needs to. I think he needs to either he takes a bit of a wage cut in his wages because he's hardly played any games, or we sell him, or we loan him, like Stephen said. One of the 3 options, because he's just hardly playing any games for us. And the thing is, I do rate him as a defender, don't I think he's an excellent centre back. I really do. I think when he's played, but he's played well for us.
So yeah,
to him.
Just like I said, when he's healthy, he is a good player. But Reece James have recorded the highest appearances ever since he joined Chelsea this season.
Yes. Reece James has been immaculate, since he's come back. He's been brilliant.
Can we have him play more games next season, or are we going to continue the way we did this season? If not, I don't think we're helping. Reece James is helping us. We're helping him, but he's not helping us. I
I think he
Go
will
ahead.
play more games. I think he will play more games. But yeah, listen, we all know he's come back from a really bad injury, right? Yeah, he's had the operation done on that leg now, so his leg is almost as good as it is now. But of course, you have to say one thing: they will manage him. I don't think they'll manage him full on next season. I think he'll be our complete right back next season, come next year, at the start, right through. If he stays fully fit, we all know Reece James stays in the team. Yeah, but then because we've got so many games we're going to play, you're going to have to manage your squad. So, he won't start every game because if you think about it, cup competitions, we're going to be in the domestic trophies, we're going to be in the Champions League, and we're going to be playing for the Premiership as well, right? So he's got to be, for me, all the players have got to be managed next season. And he's no different. I'd even say you've got to manage Cole Palmer's minutes next season as well. Every one of those players' minutes have got to be managed next season because because the competitions are going to be because being in the Champions League as they are next season. Thank God we don't have no more Thursday night football. So they're going to be Tuesday or Wednesday now.
Yeah. Interesting. Thank you very much. I'll keep a comment coming. It says if Chelsea bring big goalkeeper like PSG next year, they will bring trophy. I would like champion. He would like Champions League. Yes, I'm not so sure. I didn't get the whole comment very well. How long is Fofana's contract right now? How long of his contract? How much is it? I mean, how long has he got left on his contract? That's what question JC is asking. Got to search right now. Fofana is injury prone every year. He's an injury prone player from HA. Fofana is good, but injury, very, very injured all the time. Steven, any idea how many years do Fofana has on his contract?
I've literally just come back in the room as you've asked that. Give me 2 seconds and I can find out. Wesley Fofana transfer. Right, I'm already on the website. I just need to scroll down.
Okay.
4 years.
He's got 4 more years. That's a lot of years, isn't it? That's a lot of
and
years.
Then if I go to my server and my pinned messages in there, he has this summer on the books. He has 40 million remaining. So
Reece
we'd
James,
have to
how many
make
years
40
left?
million just to break even.
How many years has Reece James got left on his contract? Just out of curiosity. Since you're on
Probably
that.
3 years. I would say 3 years.
Reece James.
I'm just guessing, but I said 3 years.
I think it's more. I want to say
Gotta
it's
be more.
Wasn't he one of the first ones to sign like a 7-year deal?
He did sign an extension. I know he did.
Oh no, it is 3 years. Okay, I was
It's 3 years.
slightly out.
Yeah, I was right.
But
I was right.
I was also right with he was one of the first ones to sign a 6 to 7 year deal because he extended in 2022.
Who's that, Reece James?
Yeah.
So he's got like 3 years left on his contract now, current contract now, yeah?
Yes, they'll extend him in the next 12 months. So let's be honest.
Big up to you, William Abruzzo. William Abruzzo, big up to you joining us in the show today. Welcome to the family. Welcome to BCM Sports, Blueclouds Media. My name is Nizam with Stephen G, co-host with legend himself, DJ Services. William is asking, is Chelsea signing Ekiteke? Apparently, there's been strong link. What one I'm on phone right now? It says this. I think this was being reported about an hour and a half ago. It says a breaking news: Chelsea have reached a verbal agreement with Hugo Ekiteke, 22-year-old centre forward, and his entourage. Chelsea will now make first offer to Frankfurt, demand 100 million. An agreement at 80 million plus bonuses is possible. So this is being reported by Blueclouds, reported it. So there's been a strong link.
Blueclouds aggregating. I saw that from someone else, but I wasn't sure on the reliability. So I was trying to find other reliable sources, but I couldn't find anything. I know that personal terms were agreed earlier in the day.
I think he quoted at Adler News. That's what he quoted.
I think that's a Frankfurt source, but I don't know on their reliability. But I do know that early in the day, I know there was broad personal terms had already been reported as being agreed. So it wasn't final personal terms, but there was like a broad agreement, just some fine personal term details of like smash out.
comment, and subscribe.
But I hadn't seen anything from the one that I know of saying about an offer's gone in or about to go in and how much it would be.
That verbal agreement one who said it's a verbal agreement, I think he's got about 2.2k followers on him. That one who said it's a verbal
The
agreement.
one
So
that said it's a full verbal.
verbal agreement,
Yeah.
yes, 2.2k followers. I don't know how true they are, how reliable they are, to be honest
I
with you.
think
With
it's
that many
the
followers.
Frankfurt source, I think.
Is it? Okay. And whether
But I
know how
don't know the
reliable that may be.
reliability. That's why I'm steering clear. That's why I'm only sticking to one that I know, which is the one that I had said earlier in the day that there was a broad agreement on personal terms.
Yeah.
By
Guys,
the way,
I've pinned the link.
right?
Go ahead, Steven.
I'm looking at the contract expiry of some of these Chelsea players, right? Sanchez has 5 years.
Oh man.
Bettinelli has 1 year. Colwell has 4 years. Chalobah has 3 years. Fofana has 4 years, as we discussed. Badiashile has 5 years. Tosin has 3 years. Anselmino has 6 years. He'll probably go
Anselmino.
alone. Look out for a Cucurella extension in the next 12 months. His contract expires in 2028.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Cucurella and Reece could be extended soon.
Hopefully.
Joshua Champong expires in 2029, so that's 4 years. Wow, we've only got 4 years left on the books of Dewsbury Hall. Get
I
him
like
gone.
Tyreek George.
4
I like
years.
Tyreek George.
Tyreek George has 2 years, so he'll be extended soon. Because they don't want players going into the final 2 years of their deal, so they've got to try and obviously extend him.
Why couldn't be the other way around? Yeah, Bettinelli had that many years and Sanchez had 1 year.
Because Bettinelli is also
That bro,
33. He is
So you
also
can-
6 years older, mate.
I know, bro, but still, bro. There's always that, hope. Why couldn't it be the other way around, bro? Sorry, bro.
All right, guys, don't forget, this is a one-stop transfer update on our platform every day. We'll be live. We're going to put in too much work this week. Too much work. Tomorrow we'll be talking about Brentway, Everton goalkeeper, which Chelsea is showing so much interest in. We'll be talking about him. Centre back with Chelsea. I'm very, very interested in him. And we'll be looking at the teams that Chelsea will be playing. We'll be meeting in the group stage of the World Club World Cup competition.
Because of the playoff game that happened due to one of the teams getting kicked out because of they had a second team in there. So
exactly.
And
so
don't
we'll
rule
look
out
at the
Hato either. Don't rule out Hato either, by the way. Hato. That's another one to really do some work on.
yeah, Hato we're working on as well.
Yeah, so these are the things that we'll be talking about tomorrow. Tune in. Do not forget Nizan, Blueclouds Media, BCM Sports, Steven Diggy will be here again. Keep the numbers going. Numbers are just skyrocketing right now. Numbers are just flying up. Keep subscribing, keep liking the video, keep supporting the platform. For anywhere you are, a little bit will go a long way. So don't forget to do that. Yes, keep it going, keep it going. And tomorrow we have more. The following day, we have Ekiteke we can talk about also on this platform. We have Nico Williams also to talk about. So we'll be very busy all week. First transfer window is open. It will be closed. And another one will be open again. Just in one summer transfer window. There will be the first one.
Just quickly.
Yes, sir.
If it sounds like it's going to be a busy one, would we do a longer, slightly earlier show on the first deadline day? Because the deadlines now for this summer, both deadlines this summer are 7 p.m. UK time for all of Europe. The big ones I know for sure are all closing at 7 p.m. So England used to be 11 p.m. That's got to be 7 p.m. Spain's got to be 7 p.m. Italy, France, Germany all got to be 7 p.m. That's UK time. They're all got to be 7 p.m. UK time, like at the exact same time they're closing. But if there's stuff going on, I presume we might start maybe an hour earlier or something and see what happens because you'd still have like deal sheets and stuff.
Yeah, guys, if you don't know much about this platform, we'll tell you. During
thrive on
the
deadline
final day, yeah, you're gonna see more of us. We're gonna see more of us. We stay here. We'll be here for hours. We've been here for 5 hours before on a live stream. 5 hours.
I think
DJ will
we did
tell
one
you.
deadline day where we were live for about 8 hours because that was the Enzo day. That was
Yeah.
Enzo Fernandez in January. We were live for about 8 hours because we were here until like 2 a.m.
And we'll give you every link that is coming. Although you gotta trust in us. Every link, every tweet, and every corner, reliable sources. Yeah, reliable. So we give you reliable sources on our platform, and every source that we don't just do clickbait and that kind of thing. No, we don't do that here. Reliable sources. We come over and we talk about it, and maybe you haven't heard it. Maybe this platform will be your first time hearing it, and we also drop our links there. During deadline day, we're gonna open our link and we drop our link. We want you to click on it, come on and have your say. And we do that after games and before games, preview and review of each of the Premier League games also. Yes, yeah, that's how we can get the numbers. So yeah, be part of it. Subscribe if you haven't and like our videos. William Abreu said that thanks for the update. You're welcome, my brother. You're welcome. That's why I'm here. Or that's why we are here. HA said that not Ekiteke. We want one big goal scorer like lights of Victor Osimhen. It's Chelsea signing. Okay, I gave you the answer. Petrovic is good. It's a good goalkeeper. We must bring back the football club. I don't know if they want to sell. Will it be a second choice goalkeeper? Would he want to do that? I don't know. But we need at least. I remember back in the days, Chelsea have 2 top goalkeepers, Carlo Cudicini and Peter Cech. Those were 2 top goalkeepers. Cudicini was number 1, and Peter Cech got a chance to be a number 1. And since then, it's been history. But then Cudicini have to leave later. I think he went to Spurs, right? He went to Tottenham. Cudicini.
I think did he go Spurs? Or did he go back to it?
He was at Spurs at one point.
He was, but I'm not sure if it was. I wasn't sure if it's when he left Chelsea. Or he might have been, in fact, because I think he was at Chelsea before Spurs. I know that. So he may have gone to Spurs after.
Yeah, I think when he left. Yeah, when he left Chelsea, he went to Spurs, and I remember Peter Cech when Tottenham played Chelsea. Cudicini was in goalpost, Cech was in goalpost. So yeah, he made this move up 1 point to Tottenham Hotspur. But we're gonna wrap up the show with what we call the unsung heroes. I'm gonna start from DJ. Who do you have in mind?
What do you mean by that? Sorry, bro. Unsung heroes meaning sorry.
You know, we always come in and talk about the top players. Players like, okay, he did this, but the players that have done much, but we don't sing so much praises to them.
Are we talking about past? Are we talking about the past players?
Yeah,
right?
past players. Yeah, past, present,
man.
Whatever. Past and present. Whoever you have in mind. Unsung heroes.
Okay, I will probably say unsung hero for me. I've got several of them, mate.
Okay, I'll give me 2. I know a lot of you have more. I also have 2, but I'll narrow it down to 1. I'll give you the chance to give me 2. Big up to you, Kim So.
A tough one.
Mbuema to United. Yeah, here we come. Mbuema to United. I think 50 million is the asking price from Thomas Frank. Esugu and Delap completed, and says and can both play in the Club World Cup. Hooray! Hallelujah! Thank you very much for sharing that with us, Mas. Thank you very much, brother.
They both can, but we don't know what's going to happen with Delap because he also wants to play in the under 21 Euros.
Delap. All right, let's.
Okay. I got one that comes to mind. I think I can think of it at the moment. It's Jesper Gronke. I think people seem to forget about what this guy did for that. His last minute goal against Liverpool, we could have gone into liquidation. If we didn't get into the Champions League and Rome, we would have not bought our football club. So I'd say he's for me an unsung hero for doing what he done those years ago. For me, for what he did, and then obviously Roman bought our football club, and we look back after that. But obviously we were successful before Roman came in. I get that with all the trophies we won before that, but Roman took us to other levels. But with that goal from Jesper Gronke against Liverpool, we could have gone into liquidation. Thank God we didn't.
All right, so guys, we got 16 of you watching live, but we only got 9 likes. Come on. I know a lot of you are enjoying the show. You forgot to like the video. Do me a favor, like the video. All the 16 people that are watching. At least let's end the stream with 20 likes. We can do that. Or even 30. I'm even limiting myself. We got 16. We only got 9. Come on. If you haven't done it, drop a like on the video. Drop a like. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Don't forget to do that. Smash that like button. Gunnar said, okay, England under 21 Euro. Cheers. All right, DJ, you've given me one. What's the second one? What would be the second one?
Second one for me. I can't really think of any. Obviously, DJ Drogba. We always talk about DJ Drogba's winning goal in the Champions League. Jose coming back and made us win our first ever Premiership title since 1955. But I think that gets spoken enough about as it is. If it wasn't for obviously Jose coming and doing the business. I mean, I can't really think of any at this moment in time. I think just Gronk one, probably the main one, because obviously it stopped our club from going into liquidation as my main one. Probably I probably can go back to ones from the 80s and 90s, but none of the players will remember.
DJ, you're going too far. You're going too far. Yeah, just 10 years ago. Just 10 years ago.
Nah, that's my only main one, bro. I can't think of any other one at the moment. It's not coming to me at the moment.
All right, Steven.
I'd say based on the time at Chelsea, not necessarily the time in their career, I'd say one that you could make an argument for would be Nicholas Anelka.
Boom. That's true.
Because at that time you had, don't forget, at that time you also had like
Torres, Drogba.
You had Drogba, you had Malouda, you had Kalou, you had Anelka.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he also got, to be fair, he got a fair amount of goals for Chelsea as well. Yeah. I was just looking now. He played for Chelsea, 184 times, got 59 goals and 27 assists. Given that you had people like Drogba there as well, someone I'd probably chuck the name in. I mean, that 9-10 league winning season, which that was the one under Carlo, wasn't it? 09-10.
09, yeah, under Carlo Ancelotti.
He got 11 goals and 8 assists in 33 games.
Right.
That season in the Premier League alone. He also got 3 goals in 7 Champions League games that season.
All right. So Nicholas Anelka from Steven. Nicholas Anelka. Nicholas the bad boy. Nicholas Anelka, they call him the bad boy. All right, Steven. What's the second one? Second player I want to mention.
Side note, just quickly, Mbeumo's apparently decided to join Man United. That's coming from the Athletic and David Ornstein.
Yeah, that's what Gunnar just said. He said
it's coming out from them now.
Okay. Steven, give me the second one.
Second one. How about you give us one of yours and come back for a second one? I'm trying to think.
I can give you my 2 players right away. First one is the player that people don't give him that much credit of the good work he did for Chelsea. Branislav Ivanovic. What a player. On the right hand side.
Great shout.
Branislav Ivanovic on the right hand side helped Chelsea won the second Europa League. Was it the first Europa League? The first one, right? First Europa League. Yeah. Branislav Ivanovic. Branislav Ivanovic. Then second person that people don't give him that much credit. They always look at his defending and don't give him that much credit. But up front, he's so good. And Steven knows what the player I'm about to mention. And DJ also know. Alonso.
Oh.
Alonso.
That's a good one, yeah.
Alonso on the left-hand side. So give you 2 top players that people don't really mention their names, but the kind of work rate they put in. Finals, Wembley finals, banger after banger from Alonso. That goal against Tottenham Hotspur where he made what's his name? This French defender, Kedzuma, he dropped his jaw. He went like that. Kedzuma dropped his jaw. You get what I'm saying? That's Alonso. That power strike and the goals always scoring against Tottenham Hotspur. If Alonso is playing against Tottenham Hotspur, we know he's definitely going to score. He's a defender, but plays like a striker or a winger.
The free kick at Wembley was class.
Yeah, that was class.
That was when they were using it as their temporary home as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Nee? I've just thought of another one, yeah?
Yeah.
So I've gone from. So you went defense, then attack. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone the opposite way around. He gets mentioned, but maybe not as much as, say, a Carvalho or a John Terry. I'd chuck Paulo Ferreira's name in the hat. I think he played like 200 odd games for Chelsea as well.
200 games.
Something like that. But he was with Chelsea for a very long time.
Okay.
He
Is
played
it
about
Paulo
220
Ferreira?
games.
Paulo Ferreira.
Yeah, he came from Porto.
Is that the one you're talking about? Is it the
Huh?
one you're talking about? Is it the
No.
player you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I got it. I know people don't mention him that much, but yeah. He put in the shit for Chelsea for a
He was
long,
with
long
Chelsea
time.
for a very long time.
I would say he was even there 4 years ago. He was even around 4 years ago.
I know he was. I think he was on the coaching staff at one point.
Yeah. Yeah. Not too long, about maybe 3 years ago, he was around. Paulo
tell you my-
Ferreira. You have one? You
Yeah,
remember one now?
I have another one, and I tell you why. Okay, we're speaking. It's funny we're speaking of that. And I know people say everyone knew what a world class player he was, but I felt
Yeah.
he didn't get enough plaudits as I like to do, because I think he got more plaudits probably at Real Madrid than he did when he came to Chelsea, and that's Claude Makelele. I think people forget with that this guy in that midfield, Lampard would
I
have
think
not
a lot
scored
of
as many
Chelsea
goals
fans
as
No,
he
no,
did.
no, 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 no. DJ,
I
no,
don't
he
think
won't
many
be.
do.
He will be an unsung
many
hero.
do.
He won't be because
No,
he's
but
already
many-
in the class. He's already there.
No. But what I'm saying is, when people
Yeah.
thought he was washed. People thought he was washed when he came to Chelsea. He was only coming to Chelsea to get his final, whatever it was, his final paycheck, because he was washed at Real Madrid. They didn't
Yeah.
need him anymore. And I
Mhm.
thought, no. I think people have got to take this into another step. When he came to Chelsea, he was completely different. And another player throwing there is Alex, a centre back. This guy's free
Oh,
kicks were
those free
vital.
kicks.
Ooh.
People forget about what this guy did for
See,
us. as
DJ,
well.
no, he did not
No.
last long. He wasn't there for
It don't
long.
matter.
I think he was
didn't
there for
last
2
long, bro,
seasons.
but for what he did though, when he was
Yeah.
there, he got us some vital he got us some vital goals, mate. You know, he got us some vital goals in some games, mate. I know that goal he smashed against Arsenal, free kick.
Nearly
That's crazy.
shot-
That goes well under the memory. Yeah, people forget about that one. And what a goal that was, by the way.
Power.
Wow,
Yeah.
he played more for Chelsea than any other team he played for. I didn't even. He played 134 times for Chelsea,
Yeah,
123 for PSV, 92 for PSG,
Yeah.
74 for Santos, 48 for AC Milan.
yeah.
So
But his
higher than
name
20.
was always under the radar. At Chelsea, his name
134
was
for
as
Chelsea,
much.
his most of
Yeah.
That's
any
my point.
club, and he scored
Yeah.
10 goals for
He's
Chelsea.
still exactly on,
Yeah.
and there were brilliant vital goals as well. I mean, another one used to get his vital goals that no one talks about is the Cameroon centre back that we signed. He was brilliant at free kicks as well. What's his name?
I know Jeremy.
Jeremy, another one. Jeremy got
Jeremy.
us some vital goals as well, mate.
Jeremy.
People don't remember him either. He scored us some good goals as well, bro. They're all coming to me now, these names, but I can go on to others, but I won't mention them. But they're the ones I've mentioned as the ones that I can think about that hardly got much. Because as I remember when we first signed McLean, I remember the headlines, right? And how a lot of fans were writing this guy off, saying, "Oh, he's done now. He's coming to Chelsea. He's a world club, but he's coming to Chelsea to collect his final, whatever. He's all his best days with him have gone at Real Madrid." But I thought coming to Chelsea done brick, because no one thought how do you adapt to Chelsea, how do you adapt to English football, and he adapted so quickly. He was on that first team sheet every time he started games for us. That's why I call him an unsung hero for that reason. Zola could
Who,
be another one.
Makelele?
Everyone knows Zola. Makelele, yeah.
Claude Makelele.
Bro, the
Lord
fact that
Makelele.
this club
Yeah.
has had Makelele, SIGN, arguably you could chuck McCowan in there as well. He was solid. Not for unsung hero. I'm just talking about some of the midfielders we've had, right?
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
Makelele, SIGN,
I'll react to
Mikel,
Gunnar in a second.
Kante. Now you've got Caicedo.
Caicedo. We always one
Bro,
of
But what I'm saying to you, when
it's mad.
he first came, bro, that's what I'm trying to say, bro. When he first came to Chelsea, Makelele, I remember the headlines that were going on, and I thought to myself, this is typical of people that don't know football. Those who've actually been watching Makelele over the years, playing for the French team, playing for Real Madrid. This is not his last unsung. It's not his last song he's doing. He's coming to Chelsea to win things, and he's going to do things for us. And his experience in that midfield, oh mate, this guy was phenomenal, mate. Absolutely world class
He played
midfielder.
with ACN. He played with ACN in that midfield.
Yeah, we all know that. Harry Mikel as well.
We
Yeah,
had
Saskia
Beckham
Gunan
as
said
well.
Ghanaian ACN was quality. Obi Mikel not too shabby too. Yeah, the reason why we don't mention ACN is part of the players that we know. They always mention their name. We're talking about players that doesn't get that. Yeah, they don't get that mention a lot, but they did a lot for the football club when they had a chance or when they play for the football. And players that also have longevity in terms of have a long career at Chelsea Football Club. Some did, but they did not last them maybe a season or two and they were gone. But those that stays there for 4 or 5 years
get as much credit as some of the others that were in the team as well.
Exactly.
Just quickly, because you mentioned SIGN, yeah?
Yeah.
From what I remember, I was at that game when he scored that goal against Arsenal, and it was very late.
I was there, bro. What a goal that was.
I was there. I was like, oh man, like because they were like 1-0 up. Who was it that scored? Oh, it wasn't Bentner. It was someone else. Flamini, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Arsenal. That's Arsenal.
Yeah,
Bentner.
Yeah,
Arsenal.
for Arsenal. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, and then all of a sudden,
just
as I look up and just see him smash it, yeah. And bear in mind, I sat then where I sit now. Yeah, you've like seen the pictures where I sit.
Yeah.
Bro, the angle I remember having on that is mad because you wouldn't have thought it was going in. No one in that ground thought that was going in. If a single soul in that ground that was in the ground that day tells you they thought that was going in, I am telling you now they are lying. They are lying out of their back.
Stephen, bro, were you at the game when he did the same thing against Barcelona in the Champions League?
Don't think so.
Oh, mate, what a strike that was, mate. If you remember, that was another one.
But also, do you know what's mad? Like, I said it on one of our streams before. There was a point we had Mikel, SIGN, Balak, Lampard, Deco.
Oh, crazy midfielder.
Like,
crazy, bro.
How nuts is it to say that we, as a club, had those players in the squad at the same time?
Throw Deco in there as well, mate.
No, I did say Deco.
Oh, Deco.
Oh, you said Deco.
Deco came too late.
Deco. Bro, Deco, Lampard, Balak, Mikel, and SIGN.
And then Pedro.
Crazy,
Pedro is still playing. Pedro is 38 years old, still playing.
Pedro is last time I checked, Pedro
Roma.
was at Lazio.
38.
What a winger he was, mate.
He also came too late.
I think it was pre-season or something.
Pedro.
Where he done that little flick.
Yeah. It was pre-season.
In at the near post.
It was 3 seasons ago or 4 seasons ago. It was Pedro at the Camping New Stadium. It was Chelsea against.
And he done like a chop mid-air.
Go ahead, DJ. Nostalgia can only last for so long. That's from Chelsea section.
I mean, Pedro, right? I remember to this day. I mean, I think it was actually at Old Trafford. The game was. And Jose was, I think, when Jose came the second time round as manager, I think it was in the first 11 seconds we scored that goal, and Pedro scored it. Do you remember?
That was second time round, yeah.
What a finish that was! You remember first time when he scored that first goal?
That's when we battered them on Mourinho's
Pedro.
return,
Pedro Giroud.
Pedro. Oh, mate.
Pedro Giroud combination. Pedro Giroud Hazard.
I want to say
Pedro
Conte
Giroud
was our
Hazard.
manager when that happened, right?
Huh?
Wasn't Conte our manager when that happened?
I thought it was Jose. I'm sure it was Jose.
I think it happened against Jose, didn't it?
Was it? Was Jose the manager? I can't remember, bro. I can't remember. Was it? I can't remember.
Jose was our manager. I've got a feeling he wasn't our manager.
2015, wasn't it?
15 was Conte, no?
I'm trying to call it 15, yeah. 15 was Conte.
He won the title in 2017.
Hang on, I've got to look this up when it happened.
Double check it, bro. I'm sure it was, or was it Conte? One of the two. I can't. It was either Jose. Either way, the goal was just a brilliant goal. Forget whoever the manager was. The goal was just a brilliant goal.
2016-17.
And that was Conte, right?
Double checking everything.
I think it was. I think it was Conte.
So 2016-17. Chelsea.
Or was it
Man U?
Oh, JC. JC has been there. I didn't see him. Sorry, JC. I don't know how long you've been there. JC, have you been there for long?
Hi. No, I've been here for like 2-3 minutes.
Oh, man. Sorry, I didn't see
it. Was a 4-0, wasn't it? Yeah.
Sorry.
I didn't have my screen on, so I didn't know like I'm online.
Yeah, Conte versus Jose.
All right.
Pedro in the
Steve, a
first minute,
question,
Cahill 21st, Hazard
Okay.
62nd, and Kante rounded it off in the 70th.
The same match, right?
Yeah. Shout
JC.
out JC, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to JC. JC, any Unsung hero, or you have a question you want to ask first?
Big
Yeah,
up, JC.
I was just hi DJ. I was going through our squad, like the more or less defined squad we have, and I was
Okay.
looking at like what percentage of it is like the Blue Brothers Academy, like either a Chelsea Academy or a City Academy, and our present squad and the potential new signings if we do make them, like it's like 80% or the 70% of this team or the squad is built from City and Chelsea Academy. I mean, we have Achimpong, we have Reece James, we have Colville, Chaloba, we have who else is from our academy? Who else? Who else? That's about it from Chelsea Academy, I suppose. Yeah, we have like 4 players. There's Tariq George who starts from time to time, and then we have like from City Academy we have Tosin, we have Lavia, we have Palmer, we have Tosin, Lavia, Palmer, Kittens. We are talking. We have Delap, we have Enzo Maresca.
Mhm.
We are talking about Gittens. We are talking about this Trafford, the goalkeeper. We are talking about Rogers to bring in like
City.
so. Yeah,
I know where you're getting to.
All City's team, bro. All City's
We
academy
move
players.
away from Brighton to City.
it's, only out of squad, like out of these 2 teams,
Yeah.
academies, people are like Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, Cucurella, Gusto, and the goalkeepers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
incredible.
yeah. And question to Steven was Steven, who is our backup for left back?
Left back,
Who's
backup.
what?
Like a backup for
We're
Cucurella.
looking at Hato, however you say it, guy's name.
All right.
Atto.
Hato, I don't know. It's about
But we don't have any, right? Like we have sometimes Gusto
we have-
playing there, sometimes we have Achimpong playing there. We have sometimes
We got
Reece
Vega.
James.
We got Vega there, JC, at the
Vega's
moment until
got
he
there.
gets sold. Until
Yeah.
he gets sold.
Vega a go because
Selling
He's-
Lewis
he's
Hall was a
issues for
mistake,
himself.
man. Really. Like Lewis Hall left, but he was a Newcastle
Yeah,
fan, so I
yeah.
can understand.
Luis saw Timo Livramento also from Chelsea Academy.
Livramento is more right back than left back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just talking about
But
players that have left.
Livramento left before this ownership even came in.
All right, big up to my good friend over here. I think I'm gonna try and pronounce your name, please. If I didn't say it right, please forgive me, please. He's going by the name Oluwarakanmi. Sorry, I'll say Oluwa. Probably that would be easiest to make it short. Oluwa, thank you very much for joining us on the show today. And if it's the first time joining Blueclouds Media channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. And we go live pretty much almost every day discussing football. The transfer window has opened. So thank you very much for being part of our show today, Oluwa. And I'll ask new subscribers and followers. I would like it for us to be streaming on 2 platforms at the same time. Nehemiah still there. Nehemiah said, when will we have news on center back left? Is it left wing? CB and LW. I'm sure that's what you mean. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be coming. We'll come back with some more and transfer news, rumors, or whatever is out there. We'll be talking about Brentway from Everton. We'll be talking about Ekiteke, latest development on him. Also on our show tomorrow. Also, we'll be looking at the teams that Chelsea will be facing in the Club World Cup competition. So we got a lot more this week. We're going to be very, 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 very busy. And also, like I said, the transfer deadline day will be live here until the window closes. And Stephen even mentioned earlier on that the window will be closed at 7 p.m. UK time. So we're going to keep that on notice. So that'll be 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. That'll be 2 p.m. for me. So I have to be live No, earlier on, probably very, very early, around maybe 11 a.m. my time, to be here until the window closes, and we'll give you all the reliable, trusted sources of players moving in and moving out of the football club. I want to see how many. Remember, 2 windows. So if you don't get all the players done in the first window, do not worry. There will be another window that will be open later, somewhere around middle June or somewhere, maybe. There will be another window that will be open for players that comes in and go out again. So there will be
No,
more
this
players.
this one's open for 10 days, then it closes for
10 days.
about 6 days, and then it reopens
reopen
until
again.
until the end of the summer, till September.
All right. So there you go. Like I said, that's why we are here, giving you all the information. We have JC, also big brother here, knows his football very well. Also a part of this platform. Nehemiah said he doesn't want Gettins, man. He doesn't want that guy. My brother, sorry if I butchered your name. Is Olua said Ni just murdered my name. I apologize big time. Please forgive me. I didn't intend to do that, but I tried to at least pronounce the name as much as I can. Thanks, balls, and big up to everyone behind the microphone. Yeah, some of them, they're hiding their faces. Yeah, they don't know how handsome they are until the camera is on. Yeah, I know all of them. I've seen everyone's face. They're handsome men hiding behind the camera. Don't worry, I'll sanction them for you, Olua. All right, he says we top quality. Nehemiah said he wants we. All right, Nehemiah, I didn't get that one. I want a Rodrigo. I thought the owners would change their model. Not really. They're not changing it. You have to buy into what they're giving you. If you're a good player, you know you're a top player. It's not from where you're coming from or the league you're coming from. You have to prove yourself in the Premier League, and they'll up your wages for you. It's as simple as that. We saw that last season with Nicholas Jackson and Cole Palmer. They have raised, their money went up because the numbers that they put in. I think it's a fair, if you're a businessman, the more, let's say, where I work, what we do is every quarter, there is profit sharing. So the more money we put in, the more hard work we put in, we get more profit. Everyone get price of the profit because they always make that possible for us to see how much we're making every quarter. So the more we make, the more profit we gain from the company. That's how it is. So the more goals you score, the more winning game we win, it means that you have that clause that you can make extra money. They'll up your wages for you. And that's what we're looking for. We know everybody worth it. What's his name? Victor Osimhen. He's a good player. But the owners are saying, if you're a good player, come and show it in the Premier League. Come and score more goals for us. 10 goals half a season, 30 goals a season, you get this. You get 50% or you get 20% increase on your wages. Deal. Take it. If you're a good player, why would you hesitate to take that opportunity and do that? JC, you want to react to that?
Sorry, I missed a little bit of it because I was out of my desk.
Nehemiah was asking of if they think that the owners will sign certain players like Rodrigo if they want to change their model, and I said they wouldn't change it. But
if you ask me, my opinion, like we recently saw the Champions League final. Huh? This is a team of young players who really balled Inter out of the park. And
like, comment, and subscribe.
And I know, it's a bad thing to make judgment on few videos because I've seen only a few videos of Gittins, and that's not good to make some judgments based on that because I've also seen some videos of Mudryk this year. And if you look at those summaries, it looks like Mudryk is a huge player, but he's not. We know those are the only moments. So I hope the Gittins video I saw is also not similar in that sense. But when I look at those videos, he's a good player. There's a player in there. So I don't mind it. They can come. There is a lack of good left wingers in the market right now, if we are being honest, and overpaying for not having the best of the best I would rather not do that. Then better is to get somebody who is young and try to develop it. And that's why if I have to make a choice, look, if I have to make a choice between Garnacho and Gittins, and I choose Gittins. Huh?
Nacho and Gittins. Yeah, you know, Gittins, Nacho was willing to drop his wages and join Chelsea. Nacho,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Jadon
But like
Sancho,
I heard, like there is some issues like. But this is a lot I hear in United. Like a lot of United players, they think of themselves like superstars or something. They are not.
is the
And
culture.
yeah,
It's a culture that have made them feel that way. Every player that comes to United feels is better than every other player. But then
yeah.
they are better outside the pit, outside the field. But on the field, there's nothing to show off.
And if there is some kind of a chemistry going on in our club where these young players are starting to build like really bond and like play together as a team and things like that, I really won't like to have a bad apple in there, you know.
All right.
So I do
That's
not know, like I'm making again like assumptions and
Mhm.
speculations, but still, I mean you could say the same argument for Jadon Sancho,
Okay.
because Sancho had a fallout with Eric Ten Hag, just like Garnacho has had with Amorim. So it's like it's all mere speculation. But after seeing incremental improvements year after year after year, I'm a little bit cool now. I have a little bit trust on Joe Shields, like he's getting all these City youngsters and all. So
Yeah.
so Gittins will be, who knows, another player like Palmer.
Interesting. My brother here said that Oluwa said I still have my reservation about the left winger prospect. Does it mean we can't just go for Nico Williams from Atletico Bilbao? That is a question from my brother here. I don't think Rodrigo will fancy the idea of
Rodrigo signing a new contract.
condensing to our wage structure. That is from my brother here.
He's
What was that,
signing a new
Steven?
contract apparently.
Who?
Rodrigo. So apparently it was a whole thing of like the agent was pushing him to teams to try and get the money he wants
New deal.
for Real Madrid.
I think that we have really touched on almost pretty much everything we know we have right now. We know right now. There's more to come tomorrow. So, like I said, if you're just joining us, there's more going to be transfer speculations and transfer news. Ekitike will be on our show tomorrow. Also, we're going to have Brantway also from Everton, Chelsea, interested in him. David Moyes said no, but we'll talk about him tomorrow. Guys, it's been a wonderful stream. It's been an interesting stream. We've done 2 hours to 41 minutes of live streaming, and we're streaming to 2 platforms at the same time, X and YouTube. Whichever platform you find yourself comfortable in watching us. If you're on X, you want to see us, be part of our YouTube members, don't forget Blueclouds Media on YouTube. You can find us. You can watch us also on your smart TV. Every device that you have, YouTube is right there. You can just type in Blueclouds Media or PC Sports. We'll be right there. Nizion, Stephen G, JC, and DJ Sab will be right there to entertain you and inform you. Information platform is made for information education purposely. We don't beat around here. We don't play around here. We just go straight to the point and give you credible, reliable sources. That's what we mess with. We don't do clickbait. That's why our platform is like this. If you do clickbait, mean you're not going to trust us on what we say on this platform. That is why we go straight to the point. Like I said, Nehemiah, what do you say again? Nehemiah said, is Ekitike to Chelsea happening? Fab has said anything. Fab has said anything, and he said we heard news this week. Okay. Oluwa. Okay. Oluwa, you are good on that. Then is it Rukami as in okay. Okay. He's trying to help him pronounce the name. Oluwa Rukami. Oluwa. Got it. I write it the way he has it. So did I say it right? I want to get his name right because he's a part of us. Not to pronounce his name right. Oluwa Rock and me. Steven, get a name. The next time when you pronounce you host the show, you should be able to pronounce all these names correctly.
Good luck. Not happening.
All right, JC said, big up knee. I will jump off now. Thanks for the entertaining stream. Thank you very much, JC. You're always welcome to our platform, JC. As you know, you help us a lot. We help us a lot. So thank you, JC, and God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your day. DJ Sav, as usual. JC, want to say something before you leave? Anything from you? Okay, we lost him.
Or not.
Let's go. Yeah, he's gone. Let's hear from DJ. DJ, a word from you before we bring the stream to an end.
Yeah, listen, another excellent stream, guys. As always, it's a pleasure to be on here. Everyone in the stream, as I always say to you guys, please subscribe to the channel. Also, go and look everyone up on X as well. I do believe it can be followed on X as well. So go and follow that platform as well. Everyone in the comments always say smash and like and subscribe. It's always great chatting with both you and my bro Stephen as well here. And may it long continue, Nee, for our next chat, mate. I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully by tomorrow we'll have Delap on the line, and there's talk of Ikikite's in the building. Clarence been agreed, and he'll be doing his medical tomorrow. Let's see how it all goes, and let's see, maybe a centre back comes in as well before that. But yeah, it's always a pleasure being here. Great chatting to football with you guys as always. And regards to your family as well, bro.
Thank you very much. You too. My regards to my little girl. Tell her I said hi. I said hi.
I always do.
And guys, don't forget, we're waiting for the announcement, official announcement from Chelsea FC, from Liam Delap. What was that, Mr. Steven?
Looks like it'll come tomorrow now, most likely.
Yeah,
they're probably doing the media work now, and then it'll probably be announced tomorrow.
Right. So Liam Delap has landed
it around probably around the time we sort of stream, I'd imagine.
Okay.
Or a bit into it, because that's around lunchtime in most of the US, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. I think it's late. Just like Steven said, they're probably doing media work, and we'll make this official hopefully tomorrow. So guys, Steven, over to you. I know you want to share something. Oh, it's gone.
Oh no, it's gone. No, it was just
don't worry.
Because I thought we were wrapping up before, so I just got the Twitter page up.
Yeah.
Tell people to go follow over on Twitter, Blueclouds Media, same on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
If you're on Twitter, come over to YouTube, subscribe, turn a bell notification on, like the stream. If you're already on YouTube, like the stream as well if you haven't already. And if you are new on YouTube, also make sure you've subscribed and turned the bell notification on as well. But shout out everyone in chat, shout out DJ, shout out
smash the like button.
JC and Ryan that came on as well.
Yeah, thank you very much, Stephen G. Guys, if you're listening, the voice is Stephen himself. I call him Stephen G. You know, yeah, he's co-host of the show. And DJ is more of a co-host. He's a legend, patron of this platform. So we have this gentleman here all the time that we put our heads together to bring you the most entertaining sports show on this platform. So Blueclouds Media, Nee Zion, we are about to say bye-bye, guys. We'll be back again same time. Tune in as usual. Thank you for all the crew. Nehemiah, thank you very much. And my brother over here who just taught me how to say his name, Oluwa Rakami. Thank you very much. Also, I want to over there. Thank you very much. I hope you do very well. And the Saskaguna Chelsea section Ty, aka Mr. Ty, Kim So, HA, also Kim William Abroso, who also came on earlier on, JC, the man himself, JC, big Chelsea fan. Everyone, those that couldn't have a say, who couldn't type in, who tune in to listen to what we got to do. David Felix, also, thank you very much for coming on and showing your support. David Felix. Then we have Goulet too. I'm sure that's the name. I didn't say it right, but yeah, forget my bad pronunciation. and that's the name over there. Also coming on to have a say. Then Sean, thank you very much. Everyone, guys, Nate Zion, Stephen G, DJ South. I always say Lil Desperados, guys.
Hope. Hang on to hope, everyone.
Absolutely. Hang on to hope. Guys, we'll be back again. We're done. We're out. Bye for now.
You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the floor, feel winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there.